All right. Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the show. I'm your charming, self-proclaimed yet still humble host, Mukluk, and today we are back in the wonderful world of Guild Wars 2, which is Tyria, by the way. Did you know that? Hello there. We are back currently on the main account just for a few minutes, going to go through and do my daily activities to get that money I always give to you guys on Tuesdays. Then going to be swapping over to the Craftlocked account to continue the challenge. I believe it'll be our 6th session of Craftlocked. Yo, Guild Wars 2 teased a new cool monster today. They did? Was it just like a picture of me? Horrifying. Where did they do that? Was that on YouTube or on Twitter or somewhere else? Muck fully intoxicated with the Craftlocked challenge. Fully intoxicated? I mean, I was talking about this yesterday once people asked. I have played probably 100 or more games this year, right? It is exceptionally rare that I find something I can play that A, I'm really enjoying, and also B, you guys are really enjoying, and I'm getting really good numbers on streaming, and C, even the VODs are blowing up with incredible numbers. And this might be the first thing, the first playlist in the last 100 games where that has happened. It's like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I enjoyed the hell out of that. Decent numbers on Twitch. VODs did pretty poor, you know? And then, you know, Hades 2, about the same, you know? But this thing, the Craftlocked thing, is doing really good in all three of those metrics, which is very good. Makes me very happy. I think I see... Hang on a second. Okay, hold on. Is this it?
Castora's beautiful. And real dangerous. Things weren't easy before, but now we got these inquest folk upsetting the balance.
Upsetting the balance.
Stop to them and help us survive. You'll always have a home here.
As long as you also own Janthier Wilds. Alright, new skimmer. This thing looks kind of like a Karka. It's like maybe Etherblade hideout or just some like bandits or something. Got some inquests, big laser walls. Hold on, I want to go back to... Hold on, go back. Okay, I was seeing... So, you know, the Asura love their big cube cities, or Rata whatever. But I don't know if that's a cube city. Looks like something different. Alright, hold on, what was that? What's that hologram thing? Looks like maybe a biped with wings, maybe? Yeah, this thing roaring, whatever this is. Paragon, Evoker, don't know. This looks like someone's fursona. I don't know what to make of this. Alright, and then T-Rex with feathers. And a house on the beach. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright. Some teasers for us. Let's see here. That one. Lots of Sandswept Isle looking stuff. Yeah, kind of. Doesn't it look similar to the laser cannons we use in level 4 when he was fighting Joko map of the Citadel? I don't immediately remember what you're talking about. It definitely has Sandswept Isle vibes, but that's because there's beaches and there's Inquest, which was pretty much Sandswept Isles. Is the new homestead locked behind Janthier Wilds? Yes. So they said that the new homestead, you do have to have Janthier to access it, because they said homesteads were a Janthier Wilds feature. My budget's been pretty tight, not sure if I can get VOE. Well, I will have some copies to give away. So, might be able to give you a copy if you win a giveaway, but there will probably be a lot of competition. Do you mean the VODs on Twitch, the playlist videos on YouTube? I'm talking, when I mentioned VODs, I was talking about Mukluk Plays. So, give me a moment here. Let me see. Okay. So, Mukluk Plays is where we do VODs of everything, and we put them in nice, neat, orderly playlists. And they're just there forever. So, like, you know, here's a whole bunch of them right here. And so, for example, now, people are interested in different things, right? But if I go to the Borderlands 4 playlist, which we're in the middle of Borderlands 4, the first video has 400 views, and then it's double digits after that, okay? Now, it'll be there forever. It'll keep climbing slowly over time, but it's, you know, 3 digits on the first video, double digits on the ones after. If I look at Craftlocked, and I look at this one, first video has 9,000 views, which is insane for the first 30 minutes of a completely unedited playlist. And then still thousands, still thousands, still thousands, and then episode 6 is triple digits, and it's just doing really well. Like, and again, these are completely unedited. Like, if every playlist I had on Mukluk Plays were getting this kind of numbers, I could afford more editors. Because that's very easy content. That's just completely unedited. Like, we're using that to make more edited stuff for the main channel. But, yeah, that just kind of shows what I was talking about with the success of that series. So, yeah, it is rare that I have a series where I'm having a ton of fun, and also the viewership on live is really high, and also the viewership on Mukluk Plays is really high. Like, again, out of the last 100 games, this might be the first. Why'd you decide to do a hardcore run in Guild Wars 2? I've been hooked lately on watching videos of people doing different challenge runs in World of Warcraft, and that's where I got the idea. You should not afford more editors, just afford more Noxxi time. I was kind of joking about the editor thing. Even if I could afford them, I couldn't keep them busy. Sometimes Noxxi is kind of idle and not, I don't have a project for Noxxi to work on. And other times I do have stuff for Noxxi to work on. I don't think I could keep 2 editors busy. I have tried to see if I could buy more Noxxi time, but Noxxi said no, they are booked solid right now. So that's not an option. You should either edit yourself or let Noxxi edit your vids. Noxxi is editing my vids. Noxxi has a few days worth of editing in the inbox right now. Map closing in 5 minutes. What? Yo, I just got here. Calm down. Hey, Muck, I need your advice. Should I make a Char or a Norn to see my Eternity better? Because it's really small on my Asura. I mean, they both have huge weapon and shoulder graphics. Char have an issue where weapons on their back kind of clip through their spine a little bit, so if that bothers you, I guess Norn. But if that doesn't bother you, then you might think like the in-combat posture. You know, the Char kind of hold their weapon like way out to the side, so it depends like what kind of posture you want to see the weapon on. Make enough money to clone Noxxi. To clone Noxxi. I've been playing Living World Season 4 for the first time. Now I understand why you said that's your favorite part of the story. This is so good. Praise Joko. And you're not even done yet. There were 3 moments. I've got this really old video with younger, cheesier me in it. And it says the 3 moments the Guild Wars 2 story gave me chills. And they were all in Living World Season 4. And I'll say this in a vague way. It was breaking into Joko's palace, the end of the Joko arc, and the creation of Dragon's Fall. Those were the 3 moments for me that made, like, the hair on the back of my neck stand up. I'm torn between Amalgam, Troubadour, and Evoker. Did they say if they were going to add more hit point to the new maps to... Oh, hero points to support the new elite specs, or do we have to farm the hero points from core? I'm pretty sure in all old maps. Didn't all old maps that had hero points, like, sorry, didn't all expansions that had hero points had, like, hero points on the map for you to get? I'm pretty sure they did. Now, you can get enough before the expansion even starts if you want. But I think you can get them there, too. Living World Season 4 is Peak Goers 2. In terms of story, I agree. Absolutely. Each one is worth 10. Yeah, all hero points in expansion areas from Heart of Thorns onward are worth 10 each. Mike, sorry for the tag. I have a question about the new expansion. Is the first time I get a new expansion. I have a question about the Wizards Vault currency. Will you keep it or will it be deleted? If you already have, like, okay. So if I leave this here, I think it would be deleted. But if I collect it and it moves up here, you keep it. But if you've got some that are done but not collected, those might get wiped. But if you've got it up here, like in the wallet, it's yours. What's the best place to get hero points? I'm getting an alt ready, and they don't seem to do hot HP trains anymore. I mean, people still do HP trains. You just gotta find one. But if you need hero point, I mean, short of an HP train, there's the thingy in World v World. If you've got World v World currency that you can buy and unlock hero points around the map using World v World currencies, or you could just go get them the old-fashioned way. Muck, I met all of my goals and made my first legendary. Congratulations, Galactic. That is huge. My first legendary, I remember I worked on it for over a month. It took me a long time. I do have to say the Mukluk Plays list deterred me slightly from most games because YouTube is so ad-heavy and a few other things. I like fewer, longer videos, often edited, so most times I catch you live if possible. Wondered if some of your playthroughs would get bigger numbers as edited content, but I get that would be a huge expense and volume of work. Well, yeah, so, for example, I've done 5 sessions of Craftlocked so far. I have written scripts for 2 of the sessions to become shorter form videos. That was 12 pages of writing. So, I can expect for the other 3 sessions, well, 4 if we count what we're about to do today, that I'm going to have to write about 24 pages of text to make a script for those. To make them into short form videos. So hopefully it's well received on the main channel as well. We'll see how that goes. The Adventures of Trust Issues. But that's about how much work and then of course Noxxi will take, you know, days to a week to edit each of these, most likely. So yeah, it is a big project. Yeah, the inspiration behind how we set up Mukluk Plays was Co-Carnage. He has a very successful YouTube channel that's been going for a long time, so I set plays up in the way that he set his up, which is, you know, cut things up into 30-minute episodes, nice, neat, orderly playlists so that people can find stuff if they want to, yada, yada, yada. But, you know, it's not going to be for everyone. There's nothing I can do that's going to be for everyone. I'm not certain, but I think if you remove the Rune of Suffusion from your inventory, the buffs will go away. That character I just logged into didn't have the Rune in his inventory, and he had the thing on his buff bar. So I don't think so. I mean, maybe if I destroy it or something, but I'm not sure. Actually, I don't know. This one's not showing it. Maybe because I'm not in... Maybe because I'm not in Soto? Hey Mike, I'm 150 gold away from my first legendary armor set. Being grinding for the last month, did 600, but those last 150 are hard. Any tips for keeping the grind alive? Hey Toph, if you do exclamation daily, you'll see a video on how I get most of my gold. There's no wrong way to get gold in the game. You can get gold doing PvP, World v World, strikes, raids, fractals. open world flipping things on the trading post, whatever. You can get gold doing all this stuff. But it depends on what you like to do. Because, like, if you hate PvP, earning gold in PvP is going to feel like torture. Don't do that to yourself. You just got to find something that you like doing. Lab farm, true. Lab farm, the Halloween Labyrinth farm is available right now, which is not normally, if you want to do that. Hi, Mugga Chat. Hi, Velmore. I think it'd be worth it. The short forms are very entertaining, I think. Not the long form isn't. Well, we'll see. Still waiting on Nox for the episode 1 of Craftlocked, short form. Hi, Manga Chat. Hello. What's the best way to increase your damage in the game? Is it to increase power or precision? That's a big question. Okay, hang on. So, there's 2 types of damage. There's power damage and there's condition damage. Power damage scales with 3 stats: power, precision, and ferocity. Condition damage scales with condition damage and expertise. So first off, you got to figure out what type of damage you're doing. Second off, you need to get a good build that supports that type of damage. Third off, you need to have gear that supports that. Like for power damage, Berserkers is the highest damage gear. Now, Berserkers is glass cannon. It has 0 survivability. So if you're having trouble dying, you know, you might use something else like Marauder or Soldier or something like that. But having the right spec with the right build and then hitting the right buttons, even if you're an orange gear, like Ascended is not necessary, Legendary is not necessary. But if you're in the right spec with the right gear with the right buttons, in orange gear, and you're doing the right thing, you can go from doing like 3k damage to 30. And it's a massive, massive difference. Do drops become active after the VOE launch tomorrow? They are going active with the VOE launch tomorrow, yeah. Because of your Craftlocked videos, I started watching other locked videos that you mentioned on a previous stream. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I've been hooked on watching a lot of those. Thanks, sure. Good morning, Muck. Hi, Middle. Oh, we already did this one. Okay. Back on the Ranger. The Wizard's Vault has a thing for the festival that says it has a week left. Will that still be there after tomorrow? The Wizard's Vault has a thing for the festival. Hang on a sec. Let me see what you're talking about. So special says 1 day remaining. These say 8 days. Okay, so if these say 8 days, then I assume they have 8 days. Because those are probably linked to Halloween and not linked to the reset up here. That's my read on it. I have trust issues in it. Speaking of trust. Okay. Let's see, catching up. We're getting 2 maps. The real question is how many would be on each of the maps, or are, as we would guess, that there would be a total of 25 hero points between the 2 maps. You're talking about getting 250 hero points for the new elite specs? I'm not sure. Now, the thing is, right now, even if you had every single hero point on your character, you can then also get another 451 to spare. Now, if your character doesn't have all the hero points, like let's say you're like, oh, I don't care about Soul Beast, I'm not going to get that, you could, that would be another 250, so you could have like 700 to spare. So, I mean, you can be stockpiling literally right this minute. You can be running around doing hero points right now. If you want to, like, have it ready to go. Quick question. I'm a free-to-play account, hit 80 today, but I can't buy any level 80 exotics from the trading post. What should I do? It's been saying wait 4 days for nearly 2 weeks. So I've been playing on a free-to-play account for a challenge run we've been doing, so I know what you're talking about. There's to buy things on the TP, there's 2 requirements, I believe, that pop up. 1 is have one of the expansions, and 2 is the wait 5 days thing. So I think you're just focused on the second thing and you didn't see the first thing. However, there are tons of ways to get exotic equipment that is stat selectable that is not from the TP. Off the top of my head, you can go into World v World if you enjoy playing World v World or you haven't tried it. You could play that for a little bit. And there's a merchant in there that sells exotic gear with any stats you want on it. Aside from that, there's Verdant Brink in Heart of Thorns. If you get access to Heart of Thorns, it has stat selectable gear in there. Shibber says that there's some in a raw on the Karma merchants. Is it 5 days game time? No, I think it's real life time, but I think the timer starts after you buy an expansion. Yeah. All right. On that note, chat. Hang on just a second. Let me do this. Hang on a sec. Oh, what is going on? Hold on a sec. I have a frozen application. We are going to end the task on that. You know what? I need something. Hang on a sec. We need... Hold on. We're going to do this. I'm gonna double the bacon. We're gonna double this. And then I'm gonna put this down here. I need a scene that has my desktop covered so that when I am typing in passwords and stuff, I can hide the desktop. So hang on a sec. I'm gonna call this bacon 2. Double the bacon, that's right. And then, hang on. Okay, and then copy, paste. That's going to be bacon 2. And wait, why are they both called bacon? Oh my god. Hold on. Hold on. I'm doing science. Give me a minute. All right. And then that one will be that. And then that one will be that. Okay. Now, can I turn them both on and off with a single button? No, the on button's not working. Hold on a second. Why? Why? Okay, how about now? Off, and then on. Off, on. Okay, there we go. Double bacon of obscurity. Okay, now I can type in the password for Craftlocked. I gotta swap accounts. Let's see. There's an article saying there was 15 hero points per map for a total of 300. Oh, I didn't see that. I don't know when they said that. Okay, hang on a sec. And open this up. Hold on. I gotta get my password. I don't remember the username and password. I had to like make up a new Gmail login for the Craftlocked account. Okay, there it is. Okay, it's logging in. It's thinking about it. They're not lined up. Bite me. Bite the bacon. There we go. Log in. I do appreciate that we're just playing and posting all the content. You work way more hours than I do. I've mentioned this before. I am currently streaming 55 hours a week. That might have to change at some point. I'm currently streaming 55 hours a week. And then with YouTube content, I'm working like 60 plus a week. But I gotta tell you what, I used to work 40 hours a week in tech support. I don't want to go back. I am putting way more hours in now, but I'm doing it because I want to, and that makes a huge difference. Are we gonna have a VOE homestead decoration stream? I'm gonna be playing the new story tomorrow, see what the heck's going on. Mike, do you know if ANET nerfed Heart of Thorns? Like, I know there was a power creep, but I was surprised to see that you can now solo hero points like the Vampire Bat of the Eat Still gang. I don't think you understand how bad the power creep has been. It used to be when people were fighting Veil Guardian, people doing 10k DPS was good. Now people are doing like 30, 40, 50k. Like, no, they didn't change Heart of Thorns. Players got 3, 4, 5 times stronger. I mean, perma quickness, perma alacrity, relics came into existence, traits and elite specs. You need to change 55 hours a week is not enough, make it 70. Crimson, you will kill me. I don't think they're releasing the story on the first go, I could be wrong. What? That sounds wrong. Guild Wars 2 VOE release schedule. Hang on. Where's the picture? Where's the picture? I can't find it. Oh, okay. Where's an article? Yeah, that sounds wrong, but I want to prove that it's right or wrong. The first quarterly update doesn't have more story. That I remember. That does sound right. Yeah, I believe they said the first major update, which is 3 months into Visions of Eternity, was going to be focused on, like, balance and bug fixes and stuff. But the release of it, I think, should have it. Okay. All right. We are back in Craftlocked. I need a reminder of where we were at. So I'm going to log into trust issues for just a moment and see where we were and kind of take stock of what's going on. Last time, if memory serves, we managed to do some massive upgrades to our equipment, but we almost bankrupted ourselves. So I don't think I could do much more right now. See, I got 2 gold right now. And I've got level 45 and 50 gear in most of my armor. My character level is 62. Jewelry is 20 and 25. Backpack is 30. Bow is 40. Greatsword is 10. That greatsword's not going to change. That unlocks at 71. Okay. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Hero points. I got 130 hero points right now. So, let's do this. I'm gonna swap characters here. And hop over to... An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Pishard. Pishard? Thank you, anonymous user. Appreciate that. Alright, do I have anything on the TP? No, I do not. Oh, I guess she leveled up. Okay. Alright, so we're on our sister time issues here. Let's see, where is the cooking? The cheapest profession to level up is the lowest level one, which for us is going to be cooking, which we've hardly touched. So let's see if there's anything else we could do with cooking right now. At every karma vendor we've passed, I have bought any cooking ingredients they had. So I've got a handful of various things. So I can combine that with chocolate. What the heck? Let me see. Okay, so not that. That's skill 200. 125. Looking to see if there's any discoveries I can do. Hold on, potato. Wait, what am I missing here? Cumin, red meat, something else. Okay. Blueberry, butter, nope. Kind of wish it would just show me the ones that I actually have the mats for and not everything. That's skill 100. That's skill 50. Five possible known recipes. Okay. Wonder if I should... Let's go here. Just get a whole bunch of different stuff here. Let's say... 3 jars of vinegar, 3 jars of baking powder, oil up, get some salt, get some sugar, get some water, get some starch, get some flour, get some soy sauce. Alright, that's a whole bunch of stuff. I think I already have all of this. Let's double check.
Hey, look, it's the Tree of Birds. How are you today?
No, I didn't. Alright, I'll get another one of each of these. Now, I could look up recipes, but I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't for this.
Currently looking for crew members with a background in synergetics?
Not at the moment. But those types
Alright, so spend some karma on each of these.
check back later.
Alright, let's see what we can do with that. Alright. Let's go here. There's something. Okay. There's something. Okay. I can't do that. All right, let's try. Let's go backwards. Let's look. Let's click on the ingredients that we just added to the list. So, what all did we just add? Glass of milk was just added.
I am absolutely positive someone is attempting to steal my
Onion rings, nom nom. Packet of salt. Requires skill level 50. I can't do that right now. Will the expansion be launching at midnight tonight or sometime later tomorrow? An hour and 20 minutes from now, tomorrow, is the normal release time. Milk, butter, flour, and baking powder. Buttermilk biscuit. Okay, can't do that one right now. Bowl of ice cream base. Caramel. Why get cooking? To get some consumables, like food buffs. Let him cook. Let him cook. Yeah. Food buffs, basically. Grilled mushroom. Okay. Bag of starch. What, candy corn? Candy corn glaze. Mmm. 450 skill required. Uh-oh. We stumbled across something I have no business touching. Applesauce. Okay. Salt. Oh, there's a thing, but it's 400 skill. That's 50. Alright. Let's go back to here. What have we got here? Stick of butter. Bottle of simple dressing. Pile of salt and pepper. Bowl of veggie stock. I would run out of carrots and onions pretty fast. Let's see. Make 5 of these. Good thing you have lunch in 15 minutes. Ah, so close. All right. One more. Dang it. One more. Uno más. There we go. 50. Okay. Lots of new things. Well, not lots, but some new things. Okay. Bowl of staple vegetables. Pasta noodles. Alright, what other stuff can we discover, if anything? Bowl of veggie stock. It's probably gonna make a mess in my inventory. Let's see. Oh, we have a poultry meat in here? Oh, we need to sell that. That's like 40 silver for each of those. That's huge. There's an actual recipe for bloodstone. Is there? Oh wait, what's that? Mushroom and simple dressing. Marinated mushroom. All right. All right, so now that we're skill 50, there was some, there's more recipes in here that we'll be able to do. So, oh, what's this? Apple and caramel. Caramel apples. Okay. Candy corn glaze and an apple. Candied apple. All right, simple dressing, lettuce. Simple salad. Okay, nothing that I can do with the carrot right now. Not with that. Not with that. Not with that. Cheese wedge. Okay, nothing starting with the onion. Cumin? Nope. Butter? Oh, here's something. Mashed potato. Alright, that's another one. Can't do that. Can't do that. Garlic, lemon, butter. Nope. Garlic. Butter. Nope. Garlic, egg, flour. Nope. Garlic, meat. Nope. And I'm going to sell the poultry meat. Okay. Where was I? Garlic. Apple. Nope. Okay, that's easy. Cumin. Nope, nothing else with that. Alright, reset. Lemon. Tomato. Oh, here's the 400 skill recipe. Can't do anything with that at the moment. Okay. Let's see. What are you doing right now? Cooking on the Craftlocked account. Trying to just make some stat bonus stuff for our hero. So I'm just seeing what I have to work with at the moment. Vanilla bean. Hi? What's up? Okay. Cheese wedge. Nope. Egg, no. Okay, think I'm about tapped out of discoveries right now. Did we die? No, we did not die. This is the second character we're using to cook and stuff. Alright, so, skill ups. Don't have a ton of butter. What can I do for skill up or I lose the least stuff? Butter, I would run out of. Blueberry. 65 copper each. Bowl of blueberry pie filling. Let's make one of these and see if I can... No, I don't have the other stuff to make with that. Okay. I have tons of apples. Tons of starch. Okay, starch and water I can get from the merchant. So that's basically nothing. I'm getting tons of candy corn because of the holiday stuff. And then I can combine that and make a bunch of candied apples. That did not give a lot of XP. For something that was orange, I made 10 of those and got 2 levels. Alright. Okay. What game you said? Make a few loaves of bread and you can make sandwiches. Don't I have... Oh, I think I moved all the loaves of bread to the other character. Okay, hang on a second. Oh, wait, I think I already have the mats for bread. Yeah, I do.
Participating isn't really my thing. I'd rather complain about the process afterwards.
Okay, loaf of bread. What do we got here? Cheese. And meat. Cheeseburgers! Oh, baby. Onion, no. Tomato. Meat. Basil. Roasted meaty sandwiches. I like how the bread just warps into whatever type of bread we need for optimal sandwich. Okay, that's it for that for now. Okay. More cheeseburgers. Skill 71. Oh, she just leveled. Okay. And need a few more level ups. Caramel. Sure. Just go nuts on caramel. That was too much. Skill 79. Nice. Okay. Red dyes. Alright. I think noodles open up recipes too.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1
Not
sub
with
to
what I still
Diarrhea
have.
Waterfall.
Ah! What is that name? Get that out of here. Get that name out of here. That's horrible. I don't like that, no. Thanks, kind of. Nasty. Missing something for that one. Oh. Chocolate banana. There we go. Dude picks the best accounts, yeah. Mike doesn't trust guild boost. Yeah, I'm on the fence about using that. Baker's dry ingredients. Tomato sauce. I can't combine tomato sauce. Need skill order. Cannot put tomato sauce on the pasta. What was the other thing I made? Dry ingredients. There we go. Oh, here we go. Dry ingredients, vanilla bean, egg, and banana. Loaf of banana bread. Alright, dry ingredients, egg, vegetable oil. Nope, can't do that. Lemon? Can't do that. Alright, lemon is too advanced. Vanilla bean is too advanced. Egg is too advanced. That's too advanced. That's too advanced. That's two. That's skill 500. Oh god. We've stumbled into a 5-star restaurant here by mistake. My mind cannot comprehend these lemons. That's right. Okay. Alright. Poison duration. Oh my god. Poison duration from cheeseburgers? Alright, let's put some of these in here that we can use up. Magic find under the... At least you get XP from kills. Alright. Why is this one written in white and those are in blue? That's odd. I wonder if that means that that's... could be part of another recipe. Okay. I forgot how small the starting bank is. Oh, that? Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's go look at the jewel crafting merchant and see if there's anything else that we can afford to do there that would help us.
Could you attempt to...
Let's go find out.
My word.
Let's see. So we're skill 90. If we can get up 10 points, we can do some more stuff. Alright, so first off, let's process this silver.
Like every other day, like forcing sunlight between my eyelids.
Alright, and next up, silver band. Let's see, well, hold on, band is 3 ingots, setting is 2, that's 5 total. Hook is 2, setting is 2. Alright, so that would be 4 total. Chain is 4, that's okay. Alright. So, earrings seem to take the least amount of silver. Topaz nugget. Okay, that's 2 points. Alright, copper filigree. Combine with pearl. Oh, that was hardly any XP. Alright. Setting. And hook this time. Alright, there's 3 things we can discover here. So there's amethyst. Alright, and setting. And hook. And sunstone nugget. Alright. And setting. And hook. And topaz nugget. Skill 100. Alright. So now we got access to some new stuff. So let's make silver filigree. Was Heisen able to get VOE? Yes. Yes, he was very loud about the fact. He was able to get it. So there's 7 things that I can silver filigree. So let's get 6 more of these. Hello, MuklukYoutube. Hi, Lord Heisen. What's up? Yes, the meme train will continue, as far as I know. $117, getting a lot of XP from these. 2 levels. 119. 121. 123. Almost 125. Alright. Hook. And setting. And lapis. That's 125, and that's a level 30 earring. Oh, I got a bunch of weird stuff here. Oh my gosh, my storage. Okay. All right. So now we've got access to what? Transmogrify. So we can make this stuff. So like if I make a lapis lump. Do I have any more silver? Yeah. Let's do a chain, a setting, and intricate lapis jewel? Lapis night. Where's the lapis lump? Maybe it has to have a filigree? That's 125. Alright, so that's skill 30. That's item level 35 now. Alright, so that's a new necklace. That's a new earring. Trust issues is going to go out into the world and brave all the dangers and risk life and limb only to return home and find out his sister leveled up by throwing random things together. Yeah. What do you mean you put caramel on an apple and leveled up? I had to go fight the monsters of the underworld in the human lands. This doesn't make any sense. Alright, so let's see. See, I've got 6 left. Okay. Silver band. Silver setting. And then I'm going to be out of silver here. Unless it's affordable to get more. Amethyst silver band. Okay. So, let's take... Wait, where is that? That's item level 25. That's 35. So one more earring would be good. Alright, so, if we go in here to silver, how much is silver? It is 22 copper per piece. Alright, so let's buy 50 silver. And head over here and pick that up.
Excelsior.
We're here. Muck, fully leveling a craft to max is about 7 levels. Going from chef to jewel is wildly different. Okay. I don't know what to do with that information, so I'm just gonna say, okay.
Did you hear about the big explosion?
Okay.
You've not spent a lot of time in the jungle, have you?
Alright, jewel crafting. And we need to process this. Have you decided what kind of build you're trying to do for this? Just taking it step by step. This just began as an idea and a dream. Alright, I need one more earring. And what was this intricate lapis jewel? I don't remember how I got that. Was it lapis lump? Intricate lapis jewel. Lapis nugget plus silver filigree. Okay, that was it. Alright, so... Actually, wait, cancel that. Did I cancel it in time? I don't know. I heard the noise. Okay. Hook. Setting. And... looking at our options here. Power precision. Alright. That's a level 35 earring. Okay. Oh. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Alright. Those in here. We got that dagger there. Alright, and da-doot, 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 da-doot. Okay. Alright. Swap back over to trust issues. Keem says, I bet you can't make a solo build Heisen out of this monstrosity Muck is creating. What? It's already a solo build. It's fine. What are you talking about? Heck, the bear is killing everything. I'm lost. Where am I? Alright, heading to the bank. This character doesn't have his mount anymore. The free trial wore off. I did find out you can farm tiny ritual bags for tier 1 mats every 10 minutes through at a char dynamic event, which is helpful. Huh. I've been doing the same challenge without the TP in the bank. Without the bank? Why block yourself from using the bank? I mean, I guess that's an additional challenge if you want it. Let's see. Okay, so level 20 item replace with 35. Level 20 item replace with 30. Level 20 amulet replace with 35. Level 25 ring replace with 35.
All prices are.
And the other ring is already 25. Power precision. Okay, so that one's not an upgrade. All right. It's some upgrades. Okay. And basic salvage. Let's eat all that. I'm gonna need more basic salvage kits. And let's get some of these food buffs out of here. Okay. Should put the bread back in the inventory. No, it's fine for now. I got lots of bank space. Reinforced armor down to 7 hours. I'm already by the anvil, so I'll hit that too. Oh. Gotta hit the second button. And should be good. There we go. Alright, where can I get some salvage kits? I just need a basic merchant. That one probably? Yeah, as far as build, I'm just going max survivability. I don't care how long the fights are, as long as I win to the end of it. I'm using power weapons just because longbow has the stupidly long range, and greatsword has the block. Crafty merchants have salvage kits? Oh. I'm pretty sure this merchant does too.
No discounts.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. Think we're ready to continue. Alright, so next thing, now that we've done that, we have got some more food buff items. We have got some better jewelry. Let's carry on. Most of our gear is 45, so I'm totally fine doing the level 40 step of the story. Locate the Order of Whispers safe house in Lion's Arch. Okay. Let's follow the green arrows. Muck, do you somehow farm in your current level zones, or do you downgrade to get XP there? So it's really about going to whatever zones I can harvest crafting materials I need in them. Because the item level of the stuff I get in the zones doesn't matter. Do you know where I can buy some apples? You know, for a char, that Tybalt really seems to have a thing for fruit, doesn't he? Anyway, go on in. They're waiting downstairs. Can I ask a question about your druid build? Why use Stone Spirit? Aegis. It gives, I mean, it helps with prod up time, but the main thing is it's an Aegis on demand for the group.
Take your time, Initiate. Confer with Tybalt and notify me when
If those pirates had touched you, they wouldn't have survived, I swear it.
Oh, thank you.
Agreed. But
Okay.
at the risk of being callous, that's precisely why her information is so valuable.
Okay. Mike tomorrow stream all day. Yup. Till I drop.
Should have been there to protect Demi.
That's
Uh,
but
Let's see. Put a spell on the necklace. We try to sneak Demi out, or Ben 10 Strikes watches over the real Demi while we escort a fake out the city as bait.
Why can't he just call it?
We sneak her out.
Wants the
Okay.
crown throne. That's why we must get Demi to safety and find out what she knows.
Okay. Terrible equipment. Alright. And salvage that. Open these up. Oh, look at all those juicy mats. Nom 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 nom. Is that a little 62 gun? What the heck? Alright. Pig decoy. Oh, I didn't even know what either of those were, Blue. I just I just chose one. Good morning, all. Hi, Gantz. Alright. Smuggle Demi out of Lion's Arch. Meet Tybalt at the other safe house. It looks like... I checked the price. Okay, so using the waypoints in Lion's Arch if you're already in Lion's Arch is free. I checked because I am so broke. We're, about 2 gold right now. I actually got a, dagger that was worth 25 gold, chat, but I can't sell it because I can't use the TP for that. Muck, is there a meta way of getting my account magic fine to 300? Just play for a few years, salvage all the crap you get and eat the luck. It really doesn't matter, so do not feel like you need to rush it.
That illusory veil. You can sneak up on the ministry guards, knock them out, so that Tybalt and Demi can escape.
Invisibear! Like, there are ways to get luck really fast at the cost of money, but I don't recommend it. Like, it's... Having max luck feels like I read my horoscope in the newspaper that morning. It doesn't really feel like it did anything. Like, oh my god, a Sagittarius is gonna betray me? Again? Old Lion's Arch, by the way, chat. What?
There they are. Apprehend them. If she won't surrender, kill her.
What? My knock him out button stopped working.
Yeah. Now this is gonna be twice as hard. Stick close. We might have to run for it.
Get him, Barbarian! What did you find on Trust for 25 gold? So you know how you get like a blackline keys guaranteed at certain parts in the story? I opened a blackline chest and with one of those keys, and I got a weapon skin for some dagger. I don't even remember what it was. That was worth 25 gold. That it? They went that away completed. Alright. That one's done. We got her out of here. Guys, I want to ask, is Guild Wars 2 worth playing? I'm planning to play this game. Please help, thank you. Sephi, I'll tell you what I always say when people ask this. this is kind of like you went to a baseball game and you just yelled out, "Do y'all like baseball?" The answer is yes. We do like Guild Wars 2 here on this Guild Wars 2 channel where we're playing Guild Wars 2. We love it. There is, yeah, the game is doing very well. It is a horizontal progression game, so even the oldest zones are still alive and kicking. You do not have to, like, catch up. You can play at your own pace. There is a very active player base. It's near the peak of what it has ever been. It has not fallen off or anything. There's a new expansion that comes out tomorrow. Yeah. We do recommend it, and it is doing very well for itself. Meet Tybalt and Demi at Storm Bluff Isle. Oh my. Okay, that's pretty far away. I go to baseball games and hate watch. I like basketball!
Good day.
Oh, I'm gonna go right past that guy on the bridge where you can, like, steal his dog. Oh, I already have a Drayhound. So if you, this is so sad. Chat, if any of you didn't know, if you're a ranger and you haven't tamed a Drayhound, you can tame this dog and just take it. And this guy starts crying. And then a few minutes later, like a leopard or some kind of cat shows up, and then you can tame that too, and he starts crying again. I don't know why they added it into the game. It's heart-wrenching. But I already have that dog, so I can't tame that dog. How could you? How could ArenaNet? I just work here. I'm not going to bother match trying to let it slowly rise. Benji, that is my honest recommendation. Get that waypoint. Now, there are a couple of other animals you can tame in Lion's Arch. Like, I think there's a jellyfish in the water or something. But I'm not really worried about it. We're going to keep going. Okay, let's hit this scout over here.
I hope you didn't come for the beat.
Alright. Catch frogs to set drake traps and make bottles of frog pheromone. What? Throw bottles of frog pheromones at poachers. I'm just gonna make everyone involved uncomfortable. Who's that? Molitar. Thank you for the prime, Molly. Appreciate that. Where are the frogs? I see some drakes to get. Oh, there's a frog right there. I have picked up a frog. Frog juicer. This is so weird. Wow, I run really slow while carrying this. This is some very heavy frog juice. Who's that? Space Clam. Thank you. Hype indeed. Just gonna drop this. Mike, if I may ask, support druid, use the turtle. Ma, is it not smarter to use Jacaranda or Fang de Boga? So, in a party, if you're playing with other people and you are the healer, the Jacaranda and the Iboga doesn't do anything to help. Unless you need a pull for something, which the Iboga has a pull. The turtle, the bubble, blocks enemy projectiles and puts protection on the party. And it also has a CC, which is helpful. Now, I usually, when I'm doing support druid, I often use the jungle stalker because it helps with might upkeep. If you're playing DPS druid, then I think Jacaranda is the best one. Missile reflect. No, missile block on the turtle, not missile reflect. Oh, we leveled up. Hey! Exotic Axe. I don't trust it, though. Yeah, if you're playing DPS druid, every time you apply an immobilize, you apply a bleed. If you've got the, what is it, Blood Moon or Blood Eclipse or whatever it's called trait. And the Jacaranda, when it roots something, the root applies, well, immobilize 5 times. So it procs the bleed 5 times. Okay. Done with this one. Now need to go talk to the heart, see if he's got anything we need. Get around all this stuff. I'm supporting use Jungle Stalker. I was thinking for second pet. Usually for second pet, I bring something that helps with CC. So for me, I'd often go like Electric Wyvern or Rock Gazelle. Turtle's not bad either. Cocoa Nuts. We'll add that to the storage. Okay. Oh gosh. We'll eat onion rings so we can move this down here. Okay. Has Mike now acquired more than one Laurer? Laurer? I have one Laurer. Hey man, if I start playing Guild Wars 2 today, how many expansions I'll have to buy to enjoy the game on a basic level? Subham, 0. And I mean that. I am currently playing on an account that has no expansions. So, I do mean that. Now, okay, so, expansions, okay, I can mine gold with this. The expansions in the game are obviously fantastic, and they're more content, but you can play the free version of the game, which does go to maximum level, for hundreds of hours before you decide if you want to get more. I'm a very experienced player with 9,000 hours in the game, and I'm doing kind of a challenge run right now, and I am playing the game on a new account with no expansions, and I'm enjoying myself.
Not all light shines outward. Darkness is not necessarily the absence of light.
Can you get the Warclaw mount from World v World on free to play? No. Warclaw was added in Path of Fire, and then they also kind of re-released it in Chanthier Wilds. I think you need one of those 2 expansions.
Now that darkness has touched you, you're better prepared to deal with it.
One expansion, please, sir. Should you use luck or save it when you craft? Okay, so luck, you can combine small amounts of luck into a large amount of luck with a level 1 artificer. So if you have a level 1 artificer on your account, you could just put all the luck in your bank, log onto that artificer, and have them... Oops, that's ruin logs. We need to upgrade. Okay, that's no good anymore. That's no good anymore. We need higher level crafting thing. We need higher level axe. I typically recommend people keep a... Sorry, trying to do two things at once. I usually recommend people get a stack of the exotic luck, the orange one. Save that, because there's some like obscure recipes where you're gonna need that. And then just eat the rest. That's usually my recommendation. Okay, is there a merchant here? I need... Okay, I'll just pay 2 silver to go here to save time. Silver there, silver back. Let's see.
You buying?
Alright, I need level 30 stuff. Dark steel? No, do I need just level 10 stuff? So, I was using a level 20 steel mining pick, and I was able to get the gold ore. But the level 20 steel logging axe was not able to get the trees that were there. So I guess let's just go to level 30 stuff. Alright. Let's do that. Okay. Are you planning to try dungeons or fractals on this try? On this try? You mean on this account? No, that's not part of the challenge I'm currently doing, no. After Zaitan, if I get there, maybe. What hour tomorrow will be the expansion? Expansions usually release around noon, Eastern Standard Time, which is 30 minutes from now. I like how the tiny inventory is forcing Muck to keep it organized. Well, when your own rules say salvage everything, that makes it a kind of easy. Is an account without the last 2 expansions eligible for raids and strikes? Raids were added in the Heart of Thorns expansion, the first one, Path of Fire, which was the second one, and Janthier Wilds, which is the most recent one. So you would be able to do 7 of the 8 raid wings.
Are you sure you want to
as far as strikes,
Never been more sure of anything in my
there
life.
were strikes added in Icebrood Saga, strikes added in End of Dragons, and strikes added in Secrets of the Obscure. So you would not be able to do the Soto ones, but you would be able to do all the others. Speak with Demi. Speak with Tybalt. Prepare the ambush for the Ministry Guard.
Got a moment? If you're fighting, you'll need a weapon. Take my rifle. Ever fire one?
Ben tried to show me once, and I nearly shot his ear off.
You're gonna be just fine, you know.
Here, have a gun. I have another gun. Oh wait, is that his flamethrower?
And his bully boys.
I'm ready.
Don't be frightened. When you stand with the Order of Whispers,
there's nowhere left
never
to run,
stand alone.
Beetlestone. Surrender or die. Did you think you could hide from me on some remote island? You're under arrest, Lady Beetlestone.
Tell my father I'm not his little girl anymore. I'm free, Landon. Free of him, and free of you.
Lady Beetlestone, if you think a few apple barrels will stop me, you're going to be disappointed.
Landon, you've got 2 disappointments coming. First, Demi's not going back with you. Second,
Those aren't apples.
these aren't apple barrels.
These spies have had a terrible influence on you. Especially ones like this filthy crippled Charles.
Tell my father that
My name is
I'll never
They're all talking at the same time because I finished the fight so fast. Despite the fact that I'm doing this wearing weights pretty much, that was over so quick. Halloween bag. It is a shame I cannot sell this on the trading post because it would sell for like 40 silver. That would be huge. Alright, that one's done. Have you seen the new short The Guild Wars 2 released today? Yes, I have. I did see it. Is the expansion today? No, it is tomorrow. Is this one in the cave? I think this might be in the cave. Enter the Chantry of Secrets. Hold on, can we... Where was Entangle? Entangle's at the end of survival training. There we go. Alright, we're gonna pick up Entangle for our elite skill. Is Craftlocked difficult? It sounds easy. People don't change to a good build till they reach level 80. Most of it's been pretty straightforward so far. The close calls I've had was like when, one, gravity. You know, you miss a jump on a Vista, you could die and then your run's over, right? Or if you accidentally run into a high-level mob. There was a couple times I rounded a corner and walked into a champion mob and almost died. I tried to join in on Fire Elemental at one point, and I thought I could just shoot it with longbow from really far away, and I got clipped with a fireball and I almost died. Often your gear, like, unless you spend a lot of time in town, often your gear is, like, very behind your level. So you gotta stay on that. Like, I was using my level 1 gear until, like, level 20 before I got enough materials to start making stuff. I hate to say it, but the game really does not, encourage a lot of crafting pre-80. It's kind of awkward to do it. So I'd say it's not as tough as WoW Craftlocked, but, you know, I wouldn't have known without trying. Help the Quaggan, help the Hylek, or help the Groll. Quaggan. Shoes. Hang on. Okay. Quaggan will have a lot of underwater, right? That's fine. I got a harpoon gun. Can you buy materials from the trading post? I mean, it's a challenge run, right? You can make your own rules for this. At the beginning of this run, I was just going to farm everything. However, during the first stream, I spent like 30 minutes farming, trying to get leather, because, you know, in a low-level area, if you need lumber, you just run around looking for trees. If you need ore, you just run around looking for ore veins. Leather, there's not really a farm in a low-level area for leather. So I was spending like 30 minutes trying to farm for leather at low level, and someone in chat was like, Mike, this is really boring. Can you use the TP? And I was like, you know what? For the sake of not boring my live audience, sure. So we changed the rules slightly for this run. I can use any coin I obtain on this character to buy base materials for this character. But I still have to craft everything. Now, it still is challenging because the free-to-play does let you buy base materials. Like, I can buy iron ore or sell iron ore, but I can't buy or sell iron bars, for example, on the TP. So yeah, it's within free-to-play restrictions, but we decided we were going to allow that just to keep people from getting bored. Platinum. Anything interesting happened yet this morning? Just some good conversation so far, I think. So we have finished the level 40 quest line, and now we're at the level 50 quest line. Our character level is 63. However, our equipment level, I think, yeah, some of it's 50, some of it's 45. We got some 30 and 35 jewelry. Problem is, Huntsman is getting very expensive to level at this point. Claw Island is level 60. I'm a little nervous. It was a very long time ago, many, many years, the last time I did Claw Island, but I do remember I failed it the first time I tried it. Did you get anything cool in the Blackline chest? I got a 25 gold value dagger skin that I can't sell because I'm on free to play. Now, there's nothing in Craftlocked that says I can't sell it, but I would have to jump through some hoops to do it if I wanted to. What content is the scariest for you, death-wise? Vistas. Vistas. Because I could miss a jump and delete the character.
I could use your help.
Is the skin cool looking? I honestly don't remember. It's in my bank right now. I'd have to go check. Can you mail the skin and get golden mail? Free to play. Can mail, but they have to be in the, they have to be mutual friends. So the person has to friend you and you friend them. Oh, come on. What? That went right through him. There we go.
The Legion calls.
How many of these do I have to hit? Do I have to get all of them? God, this sucks so bad. I do not like this. Okay, that was one. A little bit higher. First try! Alright, oh god, what's going on?
That's right. Get out of here, you cowards. And this time,
Get out of here! Alright. No, we're not jumping. Where's Barbarian? Barbarian, we need you. Get him. Oh my god, 1%! There we go. Oh, that's right. I need to be going out of my way to kill Moas because of poultry meat. I forgot. Oh, yes! Poultry meat immediately. Just to show, that's 40 silver. My life savings right now is 2 gold. That's big value. Look, sorry for this tag, I have a question. Are Living World season priced with gems high or not that much? They're priced enough that a brand new player is probably not going to be able to turn gold to gems and just get them really quick. But if you've been playing for a while and you've been max level for a bit, you could probably pick them up. The fall doesn't hurt, just the sudden stop at the end.
Check the side of my catapult.
The Order of Whispers.
Okay. Can I use Entangle underwater? No. No, I cannot. I'm gonna eat a loaf of banana bread underwater. Soggy banana bread. Alright, what is this heart? Destroy containment cells, tinker with power supply, dispatch the inquest. Simple enough. At least soggy bread's easy to eat. It goes down smooth. Oh my god, ow! Okay, heal. That guy just took half my hit points away. Big old whale down there. Alright, so... I don't know which one it was. One of these dudes had a nasty attack. They missed the drops? No, they start tomorrow and then they go until Sunday. Alright, interact with that thingy. Yeah, poking the electric device underwater, great idea. Seems fine. The bear is currently missing. There we go, I had to reposition him. That was weird. I have a question. Is it word? Is it word to buy the 3 End of Dragons Sage expansion or the complete edition for End of Dragon Sage? Word the price. What? I am happy to answer questions, but you're giving me a headache having to like decipher this stuff. Call a bondulance? Yeah. Sage's Saga word is worth. What? Why do I need a freaking the legend on the back of the cereal box to decipher this? I have a question. Is it worth to buy the 3 End of Dragon Saga expansions? Or the complete edition for End of Dragon Saga worth the price? Okay, the complete edition has those expansions and also has all the Living World seasons, right? I mean, I am of the opinion that it's worth it getting everything. However, it is like $100 for the complete edition, but it is frequently on sale for half that. When it's on sale, you can get it for $50. So, if you haven't exhausted all the core Tyria content, you could just wait for the next sale and then pick it up for, you know, the half price. IMO. Muk.exe stopped working? Yeah, dude, I was like, what does this say? I'm guessing he's driving down the road and he was just like yelling it into the voice thing.
Of course, Agent. A wide array. Since you lack my advanced knowledge, I'll have to explain them to you.
What does this one do?
For heaven's sake, don't touch that! That one isn't finished yet.
Maybe I should just rely on my wits and charm instead.
Excelsior.
Nope, he's got nothing. Alright, sell all that. Deposit. Alright, what's that? No, sorry, I'm from Belgium. No, it's cool, it's cool. I was just being silly. You're fine. I also know that frequently we have folks in chat that... I would say frequently if I see someone and the English is kind of off, sometimes it's a case of, like, the second language. And since I'm a filthy American and I can only speak a single language, you have my utmost respect if you are multilingual. But yeah, I needed some help to read that last one. Alright, what is this one? Stomp on crab holes, catch young crabs, bring them to Bram, help defend the ranch from scale. Your name is Bram? Oh, that's so unfortunate. Alright, wait, what do we do? We just bring that to them? Still 0 deaths? Yep. Let me do this. So if you look at the chat in the bottom left, you have died 0 times. Why not Condit? Are you asking why I don't like Conduit, which is being released tomorrow, or are you asking why am I not playing condition damage with this challenge? Please clarify. Hey Muck, I haven't played since End of Dragons. What do I need to buy to be up to date? After End of Dragons came out, there was 2 more smaller expansions that are a little cheaper. There was Secrets of the Obscure, and there is Janthier Wilds. And then there is another expansion coming out tomorrow called Visions of Eternity. So counting the one tomorrow, there will be 3 expansions since the last time you played, if you wish to get them all. I should totally use your referral link. Shameless plug. I just stocked up on 653 plus 10 swim speed infusions. Did I F up or what? I have no idea what you would be doing with all of those. No giveaways tomorrow. There might be some. I actually had someone buy... oh, hey, Noxxi. Yeah, just a sec. Someone sent me a few copies of Visions of Eternity to give away. And I was thinking I would give those away tomorrow while we have the big crowd here. Okay, give me just a sec. Noxxi is in the DMs. Nox, in response to your question, how long is the video right now? Can you instantly unlock a new spec as long as you have the hero points? All previous expansions that added new elite specs, you were able to instantly unlock the stuff, yes. As long as you had the hero points stockpiled. Like when End of Dragons started, I logged in, I was in Lion's Arch, I immediately unlocked Mechanist, I maxed it out, became a mech, and then I started End of Dragons. Noxxi, let's use the same music we use for guides at like at the same type of volume, you know? Where it's kind of low, but it's not like intrusive. Let's try that. Well, those of you that are here right now might be interested in this. Noxxi's currently, I believe, finishing up the editing on the short form video for episode 1 of Craftlocked. Like, the long form is just the VODs, right? On Mukluk Plays. But we're trying to turn the, like, each session that I sit down to do this into a video, which she said the first one's like 14 minutes. Just, like, you know, with memes and entertainment and stuff like that. We'll see how well it's received. If it's received well, then do like a... You know, we'll turn the whole series into that. Don't know if I'm going to use that or not. Is Noxxi always on stream? No, Noxxi lives in Hungary, and I live in the United States, so we're almost on opposite sides of the planet. So, no, there's frequently, like, half of my sleeping hours Noxxi's awake, and half of Noxxi's sleeping hours I'm awake. So, nope, just time to time it works out. Will there be extra content like Muck breathing? You don't want that. You think you want that, but you don't. I am carrying a crab. What was your opinion on End of Dragons? Factions was my favorite from Guild Wars 1, and I want to play it, but I wasn't sure. What was my opinion on End of Dragons? It was good. Okay, so I think it was a pretty solid ending to the Dragon cycle. I'm trying to remember. This is not fresh in my head. Okay, so the launch of Dragon's End, the finale, unfortunately, the launch of it was very poor. It was extremely difficult, and it was in the open world, and it required 80 people, and there was a mechanic where one person messing up could make the other 79 people fail, and you had to get it done to get your turtle mount. So because you had to get it done to get the turtle mount, there was a lot of newbies that were there trying to get it done, and there was, you know, if there was one troll and 80 people, they would all fail and stuff like that. So there was a lot of people like at each other's throats because of the implementation of Dragon's End at the beginning. Now they've changed it. It's much better now, and the epic, the finale with the void, and I won't say more on that, but like the music and like the callbacks to the story up until that point is awesome. It's very epic. It's really good. What they do with Aurene, I thought was good writing. I thought that was pretty nice. I don't remember factions in Guild Wars 1 that well. So I didn't pick up on a lot of the references, but there is the Luxons and the Kurziks, they're still around. So there's some throwbacks to that. There's some Tengu. Yeah, overall, it was pretty good. And they added some new elite specs and stuff, which are still very popular to this day. So I don't know that it's like my favorite expansion or anything, but I think it was a good one. Thanks, I appreciate that. Sure. One weird bit of feedback I've got for End of Dragons chat is New Canaan. To me, New Canaan feels like there's not enough people for the number of buildings there. Like, it doesn't feel populated enough. I feel like it needs a lot more background NPCs just walking around and doing things. Anything. Also, transportation there is kind of a pill. Can I make my own sigils later, chat? With Huntsman or Leatherworking? I don't remember. I've had legendaries for too long. Yes, you can. Okay. All right. What do you think the first two maps have to get 250 HP, right? Someone earlier in chat said that they reported that the first two maps are going to have a total of 300 hero points on them. You know, that will each give, each hero point will give 10 points. I have not seen that from an official source, so I can't verify that. I do know, if you get all the hero points on the map right now, you can max out a character and have like 450 left over. So if you want to do that, that's an option. A city like Seattle also feels dead during working hours. I mean... Okay, if you're gonna say during working hours...
gifted a tier 1 sub to use credit card. Oh, wait.
Oh, wait. If you're going to say during working hours, then New Canaan does have a day-night cycle. Then during some hours, there should be more people. But I feel like it's very sparse. IMO. Alright. There's another heart up there. I think that's the one with, like, the archaeology guys. Logically, they would do that since first-time players might only have VOE. Wait, what? Logically, they would do what? Muck, I gotta say it, the Ranger is one of the easiest solo classes challenge like this. Have you seen one Potatoes challenge beating the base game with a Ranger using only the pet attacks? I have not seen that. We actually talked about doing a Pokemon challenge where, yeah, you're the Pokemon trainer, so you could only use attacks that, like, throw pets at things. Like Warhorn 4 and shoot birds. Another poultry meat. Nice. But yeah, the... The challenge run being easiest with Ranger? Yeah, I mean, it's a challenge run. Of course I picked the thing that was, had the highest chance of success, for sure. I will say, the pet is carrying me more than I thought it would. I did pick it because I thought about lick wounds, and I was thinking that the, if I do go downstate, there's a chance it could save me before the run's over. But the amount of damage it's doing, because, like, at max level, a Ranger's pet is contributing like less than 10% of your total damage output. But right now, the pet is probably 60, 70% of my total damage output. And that's just like some weird scaling at level 64. What's the challenge? Beat Zaitan, beat the core story, never die, and can only use equipment I craft myself. But yeah, I mean, there's going to be a scale, right? Like, for example, if Ranger's the easiest one, I would submit that Elementalist is probably the hardest. But then you could put all the other classes on a scale in between the two, right? Like, I would guess that the second easiest, for me, would probably be Necro or Engineer. Engineer, because kits, you don't have to worry about leveling your weapon up as much. Obviously, it's a stat stick. And then Necro... really high base health and a second hit point bar. And you could use minions if you choose to. But then, the ones that would be, like, the hardest for the challenge, Elementalist for sure. I don't know who else, maybe Mesmer. But yeah, you could make, like, a whole chart on this.
Thank you.
NG Flamethrower to 80, yeah. I mean, obviously the flamethrower still scales with your stats, so, you know, you want gear with more, like, you know, power or Conti damage, whatever you want, but, yeah. Do you know what happens if you character swap while mid-air? Can it save you? Is it a deadly jump? While mid-air? I have no idea. I do know that if you're not in combat, you can waypoint while falling, and that can save you. Muck, no more elite robot? Not at the moment. Alright. Let's see if the heart has any recipes or materials. Nope. Alright, cell jump. Let's get the scallions while we're here. "24 hours left." Yup. Tomorrow's gonna be a long day for Mukluk. I'm gonna be streaming all day tomorrow, chat. I've already put in a order for Panda Express. What are you doing first, story? Yeah, I'm gonna do story. I'll clearly announce it so that people that don't want spoilers can just, like, leave it open for drops and then leave if they want. But I'm gonna do the story first, because that's gonna unlock all the new areas and get all the new features, you know, the mastery points and stuff like that. And then figure things out. I'm probably gonna play my Untamed. Wait. Ooh, hold on. Alright, I'm a little nervous here, because that's a champion mob. As long as it stays on Barbarian, I'm okay. But if it comes to me, my first thing that I'll try is pooping my pants. And then we'll go for the you stay over there, you stay over there. I would not have even attempted this if it wasn't for somebody else was here already fighting it. Stay right there. No boba boat? No, dude, I very much against Gale Shot. Nice. I've ranted about this enough times that people are sick of hearing of it, so I'm just going to give you the TLDR, okay? They said there's no good archer focused stuff in the game because the longbow and shortbow aren't very good. And then instead of fixing the existing bows, they gave us a third one. I feel like my class got screwed out of getting an elite spec. And we got a third bow instead of fixing the existing problem. So I dislike Gale Shot for what it is, and I dislike it because of what it could have been. The end. Now, if you just like archery and stuff, sure, yeah, go for it. But, like, I'm not going to tell people they're not allowed to play it, they can't have fun, but that's what I've just said is my logic, my reasoning. Still better than Antiquary? My friend, that is a very low bar, but I agree with you. Oh, there's a tree over there. I hate myself. I was saving gold for VOE, but I just spent 300 gold on Crimson Dragon Slayer skins. Well, you're gonna be, standing in VOE looking fabulous. How about that? It's Ranger, but cooler. Muck, tomorrow on EU or NA? Since I'm just gonna be in the single-player story, I'll probably just play on NA so I get low latency. But I will allow the EU players to watch if they want. Tide of Covington. Oh, it's open right now. I thought it was only open during the event. I guess it just locks during the event, and then you gotta open it again. I hope the new spec has support class, MA, it would be a damage spec. Plus, I'm sad. Plus, you know, here's another kind of odd thing, right? Of the 9 base specs, Ranger's the only one that doesn't have a DPS alacrity build. Because Druid is the alacrity provider, and it just doesn't really work with DPS build and providing alacrity, because the alacrity comes from healing abilities. It just doesn't really work. So I was really surprised that they gave Gale Shot quickness. So now we have quick Untamed, quick Gale Shot, and heal alac Druid. But Ranger still is the only one of the 9 that doesn't have a DPS alac. That one doesn't really upset me that much. I honestly think less classes should have DPS or alacrity, but I find it odd. So I just think it's worth mentioning. I don't think every class has to have every role available. I agree with you. Like I said, I honestly, if I was in control, less would have them. However, it's odd when 8 have them. When 8 have a thing and only the 9th person doesn't have the thing, then it feels really weird, you know? But if it was just like 4 or 5 classes had quick and 4 or 5 had a lack, then I'd be like, yeah, okay. But just the way that it's implemented now is odd. Oh, there's a whole party over there. Is that a boss? No? No, it's just a big fella. Okay. Alright, cool. Found a way to get to this thing. Okay. Alright, that should be safe. Ow, yeah. Ow! I didn't mean to fall down here. Crap. Luckily I wasn't a Norn. I would have been stuck in there. Hoping the Q1 update has some role shakeup. Steve is also falling behind in build variety. Back in my day, only Chrono had a lack and we liked it. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ways to do this, right? Like, I would be fine if quickness and alacrity were gone from the game. To appease people that would be upset by that, you could just, like, kind of take half the boon and bake it into everybody baseline, and then just have that be gone. Another thing would be if you had, like, 4 or 5 classes had quickness and 4 or 5 had alacrity to have classes feel diverse again, you know? Like, back when I played World of Warcraft, you know, if you wanted the hit point buff on your party, you needed a priest or you needed a warlock with an imp out. If you wanted blessings on your party, you needed a paladin. Or certain hunter pets, like the shale spider, could provide the equivalent of Blessing of Kings. If you want to Mark of the Wild, you had to have a druid. Like, each class brought something, and it kind of felt good to, oh, cool, we've got a druid tonight. We get Mark of the Wild. Oh, cool, we have a mage tonight. We get int buff and water and portals. Oh, cool, we've got a warlock. And Jimmy's late, the warlock can make a summoning stone, and we can summon him. Like, I do like, I don't know if WoW is still like that. I'm talking about during the time I played it, of course. But I think it is good when a class can do something that the others can't. I just think it's, I think that it only comes across as kind of lame when 8 classes can do something and the 9th one can't. Then it's just like, okay, well, they don't love that one. Banner Slave flashback. Yo, you say Banner Slave, I say Warriors got a guaranteed slot in every group. You know what, hold on. We're going to mine this underwater because it's faster. Whoa, 10,000 IQ. Also Hellstones for everybody. Yep, Warlock had Summoning Stone and Hellstones. Spinel lump, Peridot lump. Yeah, it's funny, this challenge, first time I've ever gotten excited to see these gemstone things while playing Guild Wars 2. Like, oh yeah, jewel crafting. Mux, specify with that comment about Ellie not having an alac DPS again. What? No, I said Druid doesn't have an alac DPS because their alacrity is provided from using astral abilities which heal. So it doesn't work. Like, if you tried to do DPS and provide alacrity on a Druid, you're DPSing while not providing alacrity, and then you're providing alacrity while not DPSing, you just keep going back and forth, and you suck at both. It just doesn't work. Is there a cave down here? I think there's a cave here somewhere. There's a point of interest over there. There's barrier, stability, Aegis, which is kind of different. So all healers already know there's so uniqueness. Yeah, there are some small things, but okay, like okay, here's one. Troubadour, which is coming out. To me, when I tested it, it was a very powerful support. It was quite good at what it did. Felt exactly the same as playing Chrono. Felt exactly the same as playing Mirage. You build up the 3 pink dots, you shatter them. You build up the 3 pink dots, you shatter them. They changed the name to musical instruments, but it felt exactly the same to play, you know? So there's certain things I think could use more customization and make it a little more different than it already is. Vert did good with changing it enough. I didn't mention Vert because it's still, it's a DPS, not a support, and I was talking about supports, but Vert is still basically, you know, the 3 pink dots and shatter and stuff like that. But yeah, they did change it up a little bit with, instead of clones, you've got the stockpiled knives. So that was a little different. What would you suggest they do? I mean, this would be a long discussion, and I find this a fun conversation. But like, again, yeah, there's so many little things that we could do here. Like, drawing upon my own experiences, like in EverQuest 2. EverQuest 2, the healing system, each healer had a specialty. They were either specialized in wards, which was basically barrier, you know, prevent damage from being taken in the first place. They could heal also, but they were not great at it. Their specialty was in layering wards. Then there was healers that specialized in spamming heal over times. Now, in our game, every healer has regeneration. Tempest also has Soothing Mist, so I guess Tempest would be the best at heal over time. And then there were healers that were just big cast, big heal, you know, like your Paladin and Priest type of thing. Now in our game, the healing, you know, we did have Scourge was the barrier expert, and now Scourge and Troubadour and Mechanist are all gonna have barrier. So we do have that. But then all the others kind of operate the same as far as how they do their healing, right? Like, they could change that up if they wanted to. You know, just like mechanically how it works. The entire boon system. We've had that discussion before too. The boon system right now is basically, you know, buffs only last like 30 seconds. You have to constantly reapply them. And because of that, that means everybody stacks in a ball and we all just, you know, hit the dragon and the toenail all together, stuff like that. If they wanted to, now I don't know for sure that this would be better. This is just me talking. If they wanted to change it to where the boons lasted like 30 minutes, then you could just like buff before the fight, and then you could scatter out and not be all stacked in one spot, you know? There's a lot of other stuff they could pull inspiration of. I just, again, in World of Warcraft, if I was playing like my Warlock, and I'm the only Warlock in the party, it made me feel important. Like, they need me for health stones. They need me for summoning. But if I'm on some classes in Guild Wars 2 in a party, I'm just another guy. I don't feel like I'm bringing anything unique and special to the table. And I kind of, sometimes I miss that, you know? Guild Wars 2 is still my favorite MMO, otherwise I wouldn't have 9,000 hours in it, but sometimes I miss that. Another thing is racial abilities. WoW doesn't, Guild Wars 2 doesn't like racial abilities to matter. I do like racial abilities to matter, in a small way. Like, I liked in WoW when a Orc Hunter was 5% better than a Troll Hunter. You could still play the Troll Hunter if you wanted to, but if you win a fight by the hair, by the skin of your teeth, it's kind of cool to be like, oh man, if I wasn't an orc, I might have lost there. You know, like when you get one of those abilities that just helps you out in a really rare situation, it feels good. When do the Twitch drops start? 24 hours. People would buff everyone, then swap to 10 DPS. That, you could easily combat that. If the person who gave you your buff logs out or leaves the zone, the buff disappears. You could easily combat that. The while racials were basis for exclusion, though, it can get toxic. People that are going to get toxic are going to get toxic, if they hate your hat, right? Like, if they want to be toxic, like, that's not stopping them. Buff at start, change trait to DPS. Again, easily fixed. If you change the trait and you're no longer running the trait, then it would immediately go away. Plus, keep in mind, whenever you pull, like already in the game, if you pull a Raider Strike boss, all boons are purged off the party at the moment you pull. In case you did not know that. Like, that's already a thing. You can't pre-buff. Why would you rage with someone with a bad taste in hats? What time is VOE launching? They haven't announced it, but usually their expansions launch at noon, which is like now. So 24 hours from now is my guess. Does your affiliate link support you even after VOE release? Yes, I've had the same affiliate link for a couple years now. And basically, if you use it to buy any Guild Wars 2 expansion at any time, it supports this channel. I don't miss the Chrono Slave. So Chrono Jail, for anyone who didn't play during the Chrono Jail era, there was a time period where Chronomancer was the only person who provided quickness and alacrity. So any group was a healer, Chrono, that provided quick and alac, and then DPS. Maybe just the Chrono and 4 DPS. And while I do think you shouldn't, if you got 9 classes and you got 27 elite specs, although I think at that time we had 18, you should not just have one that is, one of 18 should not be required in every single group. However, in my mind, I don't think it's bad that there was a support specialist. In EverQuest, there was the Bard, the Enchanter, right? They were not DPS, they were not tank, and they were not heals. They were support specialists, and everyone loved having one of them in the party. So I feel like the answer to that was not actually to... oh, there's a tameable guy. I don't think the answer to that was to get rid of Chrono Jail. I think the answer to that was make 2 more classes, so you had 3 out of 18 that could fulfill the role of Chrono Jail. And then there would be more flexibility for groups. That's how I would have done it if I could have like snapped my fingers and magically fixed it. You've tamed a juvenile blue moa. I will probably never use this guy, chat. However, he needs a name. What should we name the blue moa? Bluey, Blue Magoo, Blue Moa, Derek, Bluebert, Jennifer, Jeff. My name's Jeff. Colonel. Moa McMoa face. Moa money. That one's stupid. Alright. Moa money, Moa probs. There we go. Alright, into the stables with you. Keep the group alive. I'll be right back. I'm gonna stand in the fire just so you don't get bored. I somehow forgot my Patreon noise to go off. You somehow forgot. Hi, Wampa. Not reading that out loud. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like I liked having a support specialist class, right? Again, because I came from EverQuest, like the Bards, the Enchanters, those were really, really fun to play, and they were really fun to group with. I like having them be in the game. And Chrono Jail was kind of that. However, I would have made like 2 or 3 more elite specs capable of fulfilling that role. Because what they did is they cut Chrono Jail into a quickness and alacrity, and now it takes up 2 character slots. So now it takes up twice as many slots in a party to take care of what Chrono Jail used to take care of. Yeah.
Everyone, come!
Yeah. They could make Ranger Spirits Warrior banners, and now the new Ritualist Ghost share buffs. Yeah, they could. I'm glad we left the Chrono Jail era. Finding a group was a mess. But I would say finding a group was a mess because only 1 class out of 18 could fulfill a role that was required. And I'm saying I feel like the answer would have been to make it so that 3 or 4 classes out of 18 could have fulfilled the role. But instead they deleted the role, split it in half, and then sprinkled it over everyone. Which is a solution. That is a way of doing it, just not how I would have done it. Level up. Sneak Thief Mask unlocked. Uh-oh. Hold up, wait a minute. Okay, there we go. Which class fills the most roles? Still Chrono. They could be DPS, DPS alack, DPS quick, heal alack, or heal quick. They're the only... Now, if you expand that to be which base class, every class except Ranger, I think, can do those 5 things. Well, Thief doesn't really have a great heal quick, I guess. So, Thief doesn't have a heal quick, Ranger doesn't have a DPS alack. Most of the others, I think, can do those 5 roles in some way, shape, or form.
More, come here!
Atmuk, assuming you had to stick with the everyone has the same basic boons paradigm, what do you think would be the best way to implement it? What do you mean, assuming you had to stick with everyone has the same basic boons? Are you saying, like, everyone provides might, everyone provides fury, etc., or something else? Is it possible to do Healing Untamed? Yeah, it's one of my favorite builds to play. The downside to Healing Untamed, though, is it does not have a way of providing stability. But it does a really high healing output, it has really good DPS output for a healer, and can supply every other boon expected of a healer, but it doesn't have stab. It is one of my favorite builds to play when I'm running around and doing, like, open world metas and stuff. What's stab? Stability. Stability is a buff that makes it so that your group does not get hit with a CC. Like, if you get hit with a fear or a knockdown or a freeze or whatever, if you have stability, you lose the stability and it prevents you from losing control of your character. And some classes, like Firebrand, can just absolutely fart it out and just non-stop give you stability, pretty much. And then there's other classes, like Tempest and Druid, that can give you, like, a stability in an emergency with a cooldown. And then there's some classes like Untamed, which just do not have it at all. Muck, is the stream starting soon screen in OBS scene? Yes. Yes, it is. Stab is Aegis for CC, but it stacks. You can give someone like 10 stacks of stability. You can't give like 10 stacks of Aegis.
Here, over here.
Does Heal and Tame not use Mace? It uses Mace, Warhorn, and Staff. Just like Heal Druid does. Mug, may I ask, what is harder for a starting player to play, a Healing Druid or a Healing Untamed? Like I said, Healing Untamed is missing a component that most people assume the healer is going to have, which is stability. So if you're just starting out, I would probably say go with the Heal Druid. Because at least then you've got, they have two buttons, one with a short cooldown, one with a long cooldown that gives stability that you can use. Mike, I want to buy VOE with your link, and I do not have to enter the promo code or something. Hey, RH, no, you use the link, it opens up the shop, you go to the webpage using that link, and then buy whatever you're going to get. There is no code at checkout. It would be really cool to say use code Mukluk at checkout, but no, there's nothing like that. There's a Vista in there somewhere. I don't know why people hate Boonball so much, honestly. I play on Zerg versus Zerg. Fights are hella fun. I think... So trying to give you a real answer here, I think the issue is that that's the only game mode where people might consider the Boonball fun. I'm of the opinion that if you're in PvE and you're fighting a dragon, and there's mortars, and there's gliders, and there's catapults, and everyone's ignoring all of the optional mechanics, and you just have 50 people standing on a dime, and they're punching him in the toenail until he dies, I think, in terms of, like, a video game, it looks stupid. And I think when, like, if I'm showing this game to people that have never played it, and I make a video on, like, how cool Guild Wars 2 is, and I'm trying to get them to get into it, I show them footage of newbies fighting the Shatterer, where it's just chaos. And people are running everywhere. The NPCs, like, use mortars. The noobs are like, okay, and the noobs are using the mortars. You know, I do not show a well-oiled machine group fighting the Shatterer, because it looks stupid as hell. It's just a pile of people. You can't even see the humans, the Sylvari, and the Asura because they're smaller than the Norns. And they're stacked on the Norns hitbox. You just see a pile of Norns and Char arms hitting a toenail until the thing just leaves. It looks dumb in terms of gameplay. And that's caused by two issues. One is healing, that the way that it works, and another is the Boonball. Now, in World v. World, there's a third issue, which is damage mitigation. You know, if you're piled in a group of people and a big attack comes at you that caps at hitting 5 targets, there's a less of a chance that one guy's going to end up in a dangerous amount of health. So, yeah, I think the Boonball thing, like, die-hard World v. World players might be the only group of people that super enjoy the Boonball, and everyone else is just kind of just deals with it. Where is that Vista? Oh, it's up there. Oh gosh, how do I get up there? Mike, I heal for fractals tries to be crazy when people keep fighting on the other side of the map. Yeah. I think the Dragon's End meta is well designed in that way. You have to move and do certain things and not just stand and do damage. Yeah, but, you know, that's like 70 people or something. That's a bit different. Like, I have said for so long, I would love to see... You guys know how there's the fractal instability where people can push each other called social awkwardness? Give me a weekend where World v. World has social awkwardness, where you can't stack. That would be finger-licking good to watch. I would absolutely love a social awkwardness weekend where you mother muckers cannot stack and just watch. Like, muck your meta. Get that crap out of here. Please don't. Please do. Now, I don't think they're going to do that. And I don't have any pull here. But I'd love to see it. Dude, imagine, like, the enemy is opening fire, and the Guardian deploys his blue bubble, and there's like 5 people in the bubble, and the other 45 are outside, and they're like, let me in! Let me in! You know, they're just it's literally the meme. As they get riddled with arrows. Mark, what if the code limited each player to being able to provide 2 boons, maybe 3 max, to fellow party members? There are some people that just want to unga bunga DPS. In fact, they're the majority. I don't think we should force every single DPS to be a boon provider, right? However, there is a middle ground, right? Like right now, healers provide protection, regeneration, vigor, fury, 25 might, quickness or
Almost
alacrity,
3 times
swiftness,
around the sun.
stability on demand, aegis on demand, resistance on demand. Like that's, what is that, 9 boons? And I'm possibly forgetting some. Like the healer's in charge of all that. And DPS go unga bunga. I think it would be nice if there was like the offensive support provided the offensive boons, and the defensive support provided the defensive boons. Like if you provide like if you take a trait that makes you a good healer, you lose the ability to provide might and fury. And then, boom, that would shift the meta, and people would have to make adjustments. But that's just how I feel about it, and I'm not in charge of the game balance, so don't get upset if you disagree. Isn't solution to just increase boon radius? No, because, I mean, well, at this point, the conversation's starting to go into the fact that the healer does 90% of it, and the offensive support does the other 10. I would like it to be closer to 50-50.
Someday soon, we will reclaim these territories from the Orion beasts.
Atmuk, I'm your 600th viewer. What do you have to say to that? What do I have to say to that? We only brought 500 chairs, so you will have to stand in the back, but you are absolutely welcome to stay. Flute Girl will be along soon with snacks. Muck, does the buyer need to own Janthier to buy Klob Jarny off the TP? No? No, not that I know of. For example, when End of Dragons came out, people that didn't own EOD could buy Jade Cores off the TP to get the stamina boost. Or vitality boost. Wrong game. Wouldn't be able to use spear outside the water. That is true. That is true. Land spear training. The ability to use the pointy end came from Janthier, so it would be just an underwater spear. I'm still remembering when my son found out about the spear training in Janthier with the bear, and he was like, "Take it out of the water and stick them with the pointy end." Oh! Like, he was such a mocking 10-year-old about it. It was fantastic. Steal pirate clothing, bring it to Agent Carter, gather intel from hidden agents, activate bug boxes. Thought that would blow up. Oh, there it goes. Dude, imagine if that had one-shot me. I would have been so mad.
Time to die, insect.
Oh. Does this link work for purchase as well? Hang on, I'll just put it again. This is the link right here for if you're purchasing the expansion and you want to support this channel, and I thank you for it. Yeah, I have two links. For anyone who hangs out here often, the exclamation GW2 link, that one pulls up the free-to-play download link for people supporting the channel while just playing for the free-to-play version. And the GW2 with the plus sign command pulls up the one for purchases. I have two affiliate links to my name. Yeah. Trying to just do this hard by just killing the guys outside, because it's way less effort than making the costume and stuff to go in there. Alright, let's go back to the heart and see if there's any cooking ingredients or recipes. Sorry, Mike, I already purchased the expansion. If I knew there was a link, I could use it. It's fine.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
What? What? He won't become a heart merchant? What is this? Okay. Let's see. Trying to decide what's the best use of my time right now. I've gotten some XP, gotten some money, gotten some mats by just wandering around, right? If I wanted to just farm money, I think the easiest way available to me is farm MOAs for bird meat and sell it, because they're like 40 silver each. I could do that, and then use the money to level up crafting. Story, I'm at the level 50 part of the story. Half my gear is level 50 and half of it's below that. I could probably do it. So it would be, because like, I'm level 65. I would get squished down to 50, but my gear would be less than that of a level 50 player. So I would be slightly weaker than it, but I should be able to pull it off. If I was being super safe, I wouldn't do that yet, but I could. Are you also doing story mode dungeons? No, I'm just following the main story until Zaitan. Whatever that entails. Hi guys, hey Barry. Peridot, nice. Do some PvP. You know, I did step into World v World with this character for just a minute, Crimson, to look at the Warclaw situation. And then I ran away. There is a vista here. Okay. Map compass per character, right? Yes. Is there a way I could share map visibility for all characters? Nope. There's a thing you can buy to unlock waypoints on other characters if you wish to, but it's not the thing that you said. What? Oh my gosh. Come on. Hey, Net, please. Fix this invisible wall from 10 years ago. Not short enough, clearly. Okay, what's this heart? Alright, no, let's not do this heart right now. Let's go, we'll come back to this. Alright, let's do this, and do this, and that, and salvage blues, and that's trophy. Eat that. Could sell these. 48 silver, assuming they sell. Nice. And deposit that. Deposit that. I lost my food buff. I have some strawberries. Okay. Where is the next step of the MSQ? Oh, God. Where is that? Is that in Lornar's? I don't know the fastest way there. I'm trying to remember. Does Lion's Arch connect to Lornar's? Or do I have to go all the way up here? Yes, it does. Okay. All right. I'll go to Lion's Arch and I'll look at where the green star is. There's a portal. Let's see. My biggest gripe with the game is the Gift of Battle. It's required for almost every Leggy, but you can only get it from World v. World. Yeah, but you know what else is required for most Leggies? The Gift of Exploration, which is open world. So, World v. World players hate the Gift of Exploration, and open world players hate World v. World. So, the question is, do you just consider it to be fair and even if everybody hates it a little bit? PvP players hate everything? Yep. But PvP serves a purpose. It's where chefs get their salt. Wait.
What can I do for you?
Oh wait, that's one per? Oh god, I thought I was buying a stack at a time, like when you buy the bags. The concept of trading karma for items is kind of funny. So I'm just like imagining you go up to the merchant, you're like, hey, I'd like this. And he'll be like, have you been a good boy? And you're like, yes. And he's like, show me your good boy card. And you show him, and he's like, all right, I see you've got 3 stamps here. Here's your basil. And you're like, yay. And he's like, you gotta get more stamps if you want more basil. You're okay. Dude, what? What a route this led me. I followed the green star. It has led me on quite a route to get to where I want to go. Can you get the Gift of Exploration from Leggy Starter Kits? No, they still have to do map comp. Could have gone out the east of LA. I thought the green star knew better than me. It was also dumb. So now it's the blind leading the blind. Imagine if they disabled mounts in Corteria. The idea of that reminds me of when WoW added flying, but then you couldn't fly in zones that were from pre-flying era until they changed that like years later. Because the zones just were not coded for that. Gold. Imagine you need to do map comp of World v. World maps for Gift of Exploration. Yeah, for the younglings, that used to be a thing. Like, original Guild Wars 2, which I don't even think it had legendaries right when the game came out, but if you wanted to do world map comp, you had to map out the World v. World as well. It'd be the worst when you're trying to do like a Vista and someone's shooting you and you're just like crying and jumping. Bro, this route. I was like, oh, I don't remember where Lion's Arch connects to Lornar's. The green star will show me how. And then it's like, dot, 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 dot. It's just all over the place. Like, what's going on? What is going on? Maybe the steps in Dreadshot? I don't know. I'm following the star, so we'll get there when we get there, I guess.
Are you ready for Bear's challenge?
No, I'm not ready for Bear's challenge. Yo, crafting bag. I love it. Supply drop for VOE announced. Okay. Do you need supplies? I actually think this might be in Dredge Hunt Cliffs. I'm getting a little bit of a memory from this. There's a champion in the water. What's the, there's something in the water. Oh, it's a veteran. Ooh, Barracuda. Oh, there it is. It was here indeed. Bad ice. Monk is Bearberry in the MVP? Oh, right now? Yeah. I'm getting carried. Alright. Tibble, I don't have a rebreather, so I gotta hold my breath, so let's get this done.
Oh, brave adventurers. Quaggan must speak with you.
Hello, I'm dying. Ooh!
Oh, how are the eggs doing? Quaggan's not sure. Water is getting colder. It makes incubation.
Confer with the Quaggan Varanos.
Quaggan is glad you are here to nurture them. Keep Quaggan informed.
Skip. Meet Shashu east of the village. Hold on, there's a point of interest over here. It's not working. Is it up above? There we go. Valu valu valu. We need playable Quaggan race. We would all be nudists. Quaggans don't have a lot of inventory slots. Why no rebreather? We found out that there is no craftable medium or light armor rebreathers below level 80. So we're holding our breath. Poultry meat! Oh yeah! Alright. Bad Ice Part 2. Hello, MuklukYoutube. Hi, Yvonne! Pursue the mysterious figure. In the cave? How's Craftlocked coming? Still alive.
Ooh, he's a slippery cuss, isn't he? Don't worry, we'll get him.
A slippery cuss.
Bad ice. It blocks the way. Ooh. Quaggan must be brave.
Ooh.
Now that's a fierce wind. Better stay close to the walls until it dies down.
I'm trying. Oh, come on. Oh, I was blocking. I was dodging that time. I was mid-flip. Oh my gosh.
There he goes again.
Chip's groaning. He's like, hey, have you tried shutting up? Me trying to leave the house.
Ice makes monsters.
Looks like we found the missing gatherers. Put them out of their misery.
I like how Tybalt immediately goes to let's kill him. We found the problem. Put it down. Dude, this one is glued to me. Like, I stealth, and then he just waits for me to reappear again.
Ambush. Enemies sneak up from behind Quaggan.
Another time, then.
Skip. Tell Shashu. Hello. Protect the eggs. Cool. Doesn't matter. Can't use them. Oh goodness. Okay. Oh, we need a sell junk button again. Is it easier than you expected or more difficult? I would say it is about what I expected in terms of combat. However, the crafting is more difficult than I expected. For example, I kind of forgot about a few things. Like, there is not a great way to farm leather pre-80. And it was because of that need that they added the leather farm in Living World Season... whatever Lake Doric was. Someone will correct me in a second. So at low levels, getting leather, it's a pain unless you farm money and then spend the money to get the leather. Because it's not really obtainable at a low level. 3? Okay, 3.
If you're not too busy, I could use a hand over here.
So things like that are more of a pain than I anticipated. Couldn't you farm Harathi? I'm 67 now with level 40 gear. No, I'll die. Also, I can't even. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Lake Doric. Harathi Highlands, the centaurs. I could. The drop rate's not great. Okay, meet Shashu. Where? Over to the east. I'll just run there to save the silver. I smell like paw. Honestly, I didn't even really consider it at the beginning because I was just like, I chose Ranger because of Lick Wounds. But I wonder if I had done this challenge with a heavy armor, if the armor situation would be easier. I'm assuming that mostly takes like metal, maybe some leather, but I would assume less. And light armor, of course, is cloth, which is similar to the leather situation. Skip. Escort passkeeper old. Oh shoot, where is he? I guess I went the wrong way.
Keep going, old dude. We'll make sure you get there in one piece.
Pet being the ultimate oops I messed up button. Yeah. Yeah, it's my first time trying a challenge like this, so I tried to pick the class that I thought had the best shot at it. But if you wanted to do this exact same challenge and make it even more difficult, I would say Elementalist would be the other end of the spectrum and everything else somewhere in between. That's not food buff? Yes. 13 more minutes. What's the Craftlocked thing? I'm on a new account, and the account is free to play, and the goal is to get to and beat Zaitan without ever dying, and I can only use gear and consumables I craft myself. It's a challenge run of sorts. I got the idea from a guy playing WoW that was doing this. Some other people told me that it was a thing in old school RuneScape a long time ago. But so far it's been well received. People seem to be enjoying the idea of it. Imagine dying on Zaitan. Yeah, I'd probably just get back up and kill him again and just say I failed the hardcore part of the challenge, but succeeded the crafting part. Honestly, without the hardcore part, this would be almost easy, because I could just bang my head against it. But because of the hardcore part, it makes me be at least a little careful. Rooted them all. Zaitan Speed Gaming. Honestly, I'm more scared of Claw Island, which is coming up, than I am of Zaitan. Zaitan is mostly a vehicle fight with a little bit of stuff outside of that. But the stuff leading up to him, there's a few challenges. And so far, my closest calls have been like stumbling across champion mobs or like falling off of gravity.
Another time. Joking stones will work. Ritual too. Quaggan will make it happen.
Quaggans are safe now. Boo on Jotun.
No drops yet? Drops start tomorrow, on Tuesday.
Ready to begin.
And then they will be available for 5 days, which ends on... They're going from Tuesday to Sunday.
Quaggan just needs a few more. Wait, what's that? Oh.
Whoa, what's going on?
Stay close to the nest, Keeper Shashu. We'll protect you both while he completes the spell.
Hold on, guys. I wanna make sure that I don't miss anything. I don't remember this. I wonder if he's bugging out. Point of view in the bathroom at Taco Bell. Goku powering up over there. Muck opened up OnlyFans in the background. Dude, what? Whose OnlyFans sounds like this? I don't want to know. I don't know what OnlyFans you're watching that sounds like this. TBH. Sign up for my only grunts. Swanee or shamanchieftain.com. Beautifully. I was really into it. Oh.
Sticking by each other no matter what.
That was so weird.
I mean, my old warband.
Sakiv traded my stream with 96 viewers.
Sakiv, thank you so much. You just missed something magical, but I appreciate the raid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to you and yours. We are currently playing Craftlocked, which is a challenge run of sorts of Guild Wars 2. We're on a new account and trying to beat the game without, when I say beat the game, beat the core story without ever dying, and we can only use gear that we craft ourselves. That's what we're currently doing. So anything else we get, like if we don't make it, we break it. Alright, this story step is done. Let's see. Okay, what's next? Meet your older partner at Falawalwal Village. Alright. That sounds like my worst nightmare. It's been well received. I got the idea from a WoW YouTuber, and apparently he got the idea from an old school RuneScape YouTuber, but this is a much higher viewership than I normally have, so it's been really well received. And we're working on some YouTube videos from it too. Yeah, so far I think the biggest risk is Vista or Unexpected Champion Mob. More poultry. And go down 1 copper, just try to sell this faster. Bless you! You're welcome. Taking my line. Thank you. My wife said click these links, chat. You're expecting to read the pinned message that explains everything? Ain't no way I'm a chatter. That's right. It's just like when I do a giveaway and I have these rules on the screen and no one reads them.
We're on, Agent. The eggs are about to hatch, and attendants are standing by to guide the baby Quaggans to safety. We'll keep the eyes.
He just jumped up here and he's yelling at me that he wants hot dog.
Loranos Naraju left us her best fighters to help
Alright,
hold the line.
you can have a piece of bread.
She's also making a hole in the ice for the evacuees to swim through. Come on, let's check on her progress.
He is a beast for the East. Patrol the village outskirts. I remember the clip of looking for quick DPS. Are you a quick DPS? I can DPS and I can do it fast. I don't know if there's something else you want. Oh gosh.
We'll open a hole that you can swim through.
Break through the ice. Patch of weak ice. I have never seen that mine spread that an engineer can do underwater make more sense than that application right there. Protect the escaping Quaggans.
Warriors, defend Falualu.
Are you guys ready for tomorrow? Yes. I've put in my Panda Express order. I'm ready. Look at those ferocious Quaggans! Did you actually? Well, I mean, with my wife, but yeah. I did. She asked me if I had any requests, since tomorrow's gonna be a big day. And I was like, oh, can I get Panda? She's like, yeah, I'll get you Panda. I leveled up. My first ectoplasm! Oh my goodness! Put that on the wall. New ecto farm, chat. Just level a character to 68 and then delete it and make a new one. Easy. Hand it over. Charm on, hands off my ecto.
Fourth group, hurry, we're nearly done.
Ice Brood Claymore? What's the largest amount of orange chicken you can order? They've got a thing called the Family Feast that's supposed to feed like 10 people or something like that.
Everyone else is clear. We'll take it from here.
I usually don't do that.
Quaggan will stay here with you until the end.
This is the end. Go on, we'll cover you.
Oh, all right. Quaggan will always be indebted to you.
Rotting? Rotter? I don't know the right word, but I'm ready to maraud. Let's go.
Fend off the Ice Brood until the evacuation is complete. Oh god, it's a gold one. Yo, stay away from me. What? Wait, Tybalt makes Asuran anti-personnel turrets? Did he steal Asuran tech? We always thought he was an engineer. He was a thief the whole time. Doesn't matter. Can't use it. A friend indeed. All right. Ah! Okay. Oh, I got some dyes here too. Oh, another trick-or-treat bag. Oh, my candy corn section of the stash is full. Alright. Alright, what's next? Return to the Chantry of Secret. Whoa, level 60 suddenly. Alright, we are 68, but our gear is not. Alright. Food buff wearing off. How's the challenge going? It's going good. Still alive. Crafting is starting to get very expensive and daunting. Getting 80 gear is going to be a challenge? I don't know if I'll bother. I don't know if I'll have to get 80 gear to finish the challenge. But we'll see. Like, I could just keep doing story now, but it gets riskier the further I go without stopping to do gear upgrades. Got to kill Zaitan in full ascended. That was not the challenge. That was not the challenge. Mm-mm. Hang on. Chip. Hey, come here. You want some more? Here. I got 2 more little pieces if you want them. Alright. From what I have read, cats can eat bread. It's not nutritious for them, but it goes right through them. Kind of like us with corn, I guess. But, they can have, like, small amounts as a snack. And it's kind of funny, because I always give him, like, a little piece of bread whenever I have, like, a hot dog. And now he associates the smell of a hot dog to, oh, I'm getting bread. It's like, I've connected his smell to his I'm eating X memories in the wrong way. Trying to figure out how to get to that vista. It's pretty high up there. Woo! Why? We're not playing a spooky game. Why you do this? Jeez. What if you'd spooked me if I'd fallen off the cliff? Wouldn't you feel terrible about that? Go run the lab? Oh yeah, let's just end this challenge by me getting Steve chainsawed. When I least expect it. Chat, I'm level 69. Nice.
You can go hunting after you've done your chores.
Tell me how to skin a carcass again?
Alright. Let's see. How much money do we have at the teepee right now? There is 94 silver waiting on us to pick it up. Alright. I think we're gonna hunt moas for a couple minutes. We're gonna hunt moas for a few minutes. And the goal is chicken meat. The goal is chicken meat. Every chicken meat, because of Orax, the legendary backpack, every chicken meat is like 30 or 40 silver. Which, for us right now, that's a lot of money. As the next level, I think it's gonna take a few gold to get to the next level of gear. What do you call a skeleton's best friend? A vertebra. Because they always have your back. How did I just kill like 10 chickens and got no meat? Where? Who's got the chicken meat? Dust from the branded is also pretty good money. Dust from the branded? Does downstate count as dead? No. No, it does not. What if you die but someone revives you? If I type /deaths and it says there's a death, then that's not good. Zero times so far. Now, there's a thing in Living World Season 4 where it forcibly kills you for a part of a thing. I'm not sure if that counts, but right now, this is a free-to-play account, so the goal is not to get to Living World Season 4, the goal is to get to Zaitan. What if you type /die? No clue, I'm not gonna do that. Claw. Claw. Chickens of Ebonhawk drop lots of meat. I know those chickens. You are a liar, a charlatan, a ne'er-do-well, and an untruther. If you die from internet or light outage, does it count for you? Alright, so here's the thing. This is a self-imposed challenge, right? So if it's not like WoW, where if you get disconnected from the server, you might die, and then that's the run over, right? If we get disconnected and we die, and we log in, and it says that it says that we died, we can make a judgment call, right? Because we're making up these rules. So, I would say if I die, because, like, if I'm in a fight, and I'm doing well, and then, like, I have a power outage, or the internet goes out, I would probably not count that. But I also just hope that doesn't happen and we don't have to make that call. But if I was, like, about to die anyway and then the internet went out, I might be like, alright, yeah, I was gonna die anyway. Still a tainted challenge if it says 1 death. Uh-huh. You made me hungry for panda now? Me too. I gotta wait another day on it, though. What are you farming? I'm trying to get more poultry meat, because my life savings is currently 2 gold, and every poultry meat sells for like 40 silver. Ooh, icy bag. What does the icy bag has? Leather. Where do you get decent bags on free-to-play account? You get a 10 slot and a 12 slot while leveling up to this point. You can also craft
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Fanta Orange.
Fanta Orange. So currently I'm using a 12 slot bag and a 12 slot invisible bag, and I crafted them both. Nope. Oh, that freed up a lot of space. Drop rate in poultry is atrocious. I'm kind of finding that out. What's your second weapon set? A level 10 greatsword just for emergency block and the movement skill. I don't have enough profession slots to really worry about leveling up that one just for the greatsword. Why did the price of the meat go crazy? Orax, the legendary
Chomp my
backpack,
stream with 112
needs a ton of it.
viewers.
Who dat? Chomp, thank you for the raid. That is very kind of you. Appreciate you. Yeah, the reason the price of poultry meat is so high is because the Orax legendary backpack needs a ton of it. I don't remember the exact count. And there's a lot of people... Oh, there we go. There's a lot of people that are making the Leggy backpack, so they're buying poultry meat off of the TP to make the stuff that they need. So, so far, the easiest way of getting money that I have stumbled across is selling the Halloween trick-or-treat bags on this account or selling poultry meat. So, like, I've got 2 gold as my life savings, and this sells for 35 silver. So, adds up really fast. And right now, we just need some coin to buy stacks of materials to rush more trade skill stuff. So I need a, I need quite a bit of that. Go mug Steve. Go mug Steve. You getting MOA money? MOA money, MOA problems. Kind of surprised stack of poultry meat has not shown up in the giveaway vault yet. I think it has once, but it's a very expensive thing to throw into the pile these days. Alright, I'm just gonna go this way till I run out of MOAs, and then I'm gonna port to town and see if we can do anything.
If you're not too busy, I could use a hand over here.
I'm a little busy. Did I already talk to you? Don't know. Alright. Okay. Salvage all that. Deposit. Alright. Let's see. Suspicious activity. So that is level 60. Alright. Let's go to town. Let's see what we can do, if anything. We are above level 60. But our gear is not.
Mukluk spin.
Hi, Eljar. Why up? Alright. Oh, I'm lost. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's go leatherworking. Hold on a sec. What is our... Let's see, our bow is 40. Maybe I should do the bow first. I don't know.
The spirits of the wild welcome you.
Alright, sell junk. Oh, there's only one thing for sale? Okay. Alright. There's a couple things here. Leatherworking station. Pretty sure I have a poultry meat in here I accidentally put in. I got 2. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. Alright, we got a gold waiting over there. Alright. Let's see. So we have level 50 gear and level 45 shoulders. We need to get to 225 to get to the next set of gear. Alright. To do that... So... we need cotton. We appear to have plenty of bolts of cotton. Panels is cured leather. We can process 9 more of that from just random drops. And then we need insignias. Heavy embroidered cotton insignias. This is the hardest part. Is... Okay, well, we got some claws from fighting Moas. 25 spools of cotton thread. Alright. So first off, cotton patches. And with what we have now, without buying anything, I can just make one of these. So, shoulder padding. Shoulder panel. Okay. Alright, so got higher eye level shoulders now. And we got 4 more patches here. So what do I currently have? Toughness, vitality. Oh my god, I went all over the place with these things. Alright, which of these is the least amount of materials to make? Between mask and shoulders, etc., etc., etc. Alright, boot is 4 leather. Glove is 2 leather and 1 cotton. Hat is 2 cotton, 1 leather. Coat is 5 leather, 1 cotton. Shoulders 2 leather, 1 cotton. Pants are 4 and 1. So looks like gloves are gloves are mask. Alright, so we've already made a hearty helmet. So goggle padding, goggle strap. So I need a non-hearty insignia. Alright, let's see what these got. Alright, fangs are 9 silver each. Muck you. Claws are 5 silver each. Alright, so claws. Venom is 5 silver each. Totems are 5 silver each. Blood is 5 silver each. And bones are 10 silver. Alright, so let's get one of these. Let's get 2 of these. And 6 of these. Alright, so that'll let me do 3 crafts. This is the part where it's getting really expensive for how much money we have. Mike, I just checked. It doesn't look like I bought VOE when I'm sure I did. Can you check your account to see if it shows as active on your account? Do you mean like on the website? So I know it counts me as having bought it because I got the mailed stuff in the game. Do you have laurels? I have a laurel. I have 1. Alright, so we got a gold from poultry meat, mostly, and the stuff that I just pre-ordered. What was the crafting experience website called? GW2crafts.net. Oh my god. I think my wife is making, like, chili or something spicy. It's, like, in the air right now. I'm like, wait, why? What does that smell? Why is my eyes watering? Okay. Let's see. So we've got the goggle things, and I need a non-hearty insignia. Alright. So we'll do that one. We'll do 2, and then see if that puts us at 225, or if we need a 3rd. Muck, you sick? You should see a doctor. Uh-huh. Alright, 224. 226. Okay. Alright, I'm pretty sure those are not an upgrade. No, they're not. Alright, so boop boop. Okay. 15 slot leather pack. 10 cured. Okay, so we can process cured rugged leather now. How much is rugged leather sections? A silver each. A silver and a half each almost. Alright, so first process these. Get that easy XP. Okay. We could also process bolt of linen. Dark steel ingot. Lump of primordium.
You must visit more often.
He doesn't sell that. Major rune of holding is half a gold. I don't know if I want to spend half a gold to get 3 more bag slots. I don't think I can afford to do that right now. Alright, let's do this for the XP. Dang, dude, good luck on a hardcore run. Can only imagine the memes. We're doing okay so far. Hopefully it stays that way. Alright, let's get 50 of this. That'll be 70 silver. I want to get more XP from refinement before I start doing full recipe piles again. Mike, did you see the VOE supply drop? What you think? I have not seen it. Do you have a link? You could use your 1 laurel to get a crafting bag. I need to see what's in the crafting bag before I do that. There is a laurel vendor here. I could go check. Let me see, there's a link. Visions of Eternity launch supply drop arrives tomorrow. Okay, so there's a Bernie Cape thing. Oh, it's a glider also? Okay. Very Nefarian-esque. Painter's Brilliance Backpack and Glider. Oh, it's like made out of paint. I wonder if Expedition 33 gave them this idea. Maybe not, but just it comes to mind. Oh, that's kind of sick. That's actually very creative. I've not seen anything like that. Calligrapher weapons. Oh, like calligraphy. They've all got, like, pinpoints with ink dripping off of them. They're like, we are the painters. That man's on fire. He's gotta die. No, I do not want to watch it's a Doki Doki Lit Club video right now. Week 1. Visions of Eternity contract. Okay, so this is the drop. Supply drop requisition. Contract board. Mount select license. 2 heroic boosters. Okay, when I'm valuing a supply drop, consumables, I don't even consider them. So I don't think about this at all. Blackline outfit voucher. Painter's backpack and glider combo. Equipment template. Elite weapons voucher. 2 monsters die kits. I don't value dies. Bonfires, that's a consumable. I don't value that. Weapon choice. 5 blackline keys. Blackline chest key. Okay, so the equipment template expansion will help. The Visions of Eternity contract board will give you very, very small income for the rest of your Guild Wars 2 days going forward each day. The rest of this is cosmetic. And then 5 blackline keys. So whether or not you consider this worth it to you would be, do you think this stuff looks hot? Do you like how this stuff looks? But then the contract board, that's cool that that's included because that will slowly recoup the cost. It'll just take a very long time.
You are a welcome guest.
Let's see. Okay. Sure. Back down here. Process these that I just bought. There's another video. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. I missed it. Hold on a sec. Let me do that. Vibrant Companions. Dude, what is the quality? That's 1080p? Oh, there it goes. Took a second. Dude, these dragonflies look cool, But I know when I'm like sitting at the Octovine door and I'm waiting for it to start, if there's like 4 of those dragonflies near me and their wings are just doing this in my screen, I am going to lose my mind. They're going to be so annoying. Badger Bunny. What is that one? Dude, it's got like 6 eyes. Oh, that's really neat. I've got the Raptor and the Skimmer version of the one that's made with rocks. I like that Rocky Skyscale one. Radioactive Triceratops turn a tank. Okay. Yeah, this is the one. Oh, it's got like, yeah, 5 eyes. 5 eyes, not 6. Yeah, that was the one I was like, oh, it looks weird. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, there's the Rocky one. That's neat. Will you replace the plush? Oh, probably not. But I do think it looks really cool. If I didn't have plush, maybe. Okay. What do we got? We got Carrion Insignia. Condi, Power, Vitality. Knight, Toughness, Power, Precision. Valkyrie, Power, Ferocity, Vitality. And we're using Sharp Fangs, Smooth Scales, and Heavy Bones now. What are these at? Heavy Bones are 10 silver, muck you. Smooth Scales are 5 silver. Sharp Fangs are 5 silver. Okay. And 15 slot bags require a rune, which is 50 silver. Oh, so I need spools of linen thread from the merchant. 3 silver per 10. I hit level 70 from crafting. Okay. Alright. Alright, so scales and fangs are the cheapest. That's fine, because Carrion's Condi, and we weren't really building for that anyway. Alright, so Knight's Linen Insignia. Glove lining. Panel lining. Combine, 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 combine. 243 skill. And that is level 55 equipment. Salvage the old. Okay. Go back. Craft the Valkyrie Insignia. And let's do... long coat padding, long coat panel. And we have a 55 coat. Okay. Salvage that. Alright, so at this point, I think I have to buy more scales or fangs. Alright, let's start with 4 of these. We're down to a gold and 73 silver, so every silver counts right now. I don't think it'll let me sell these old panels. No, it will not. I'll have to just vendor those. Definitely losing a little bit of coin there. Alright, grab those. My coat looks different now, so do the gloves. I like it.
Everything has a place in the eternal algorithm.
Alright. 2 more Knights Insignias. And let's do pants. So trouser piece. And shoulders. Hold on, just confirming. Yeah, okay, shoulders. All right. And that. 247. That. 249. Dang, okay. All right. So upgrade that. Upgrade that. Okay, so I need to do one more craft. So let's go down here. Let's get 3 more scales. And go pick those up. DLC tomorrow. The new expansion's tomorrow, yeah. Frodo says, quick question. After finishing End of Dragons and Guild Wars 2, which expansion should I get next? I'm not sure if I should do Secrets of the Obscure or wait for the new one. What do you recommend? Frodo, I would recommend do them in order. If you're already that far in the game, you know that the old zones do not just, like, die out. Like, yeah, the expansion stuff's going to be really hot tomorrow, but you'll be missing a lot of features from Janthier and Soto. I would say just do them in order if it were me. Like, the new stuff will wait on you to get there, and there will still be people there when you get there. It's not like WoW where you have to follow the crowd or else everything's dead content. You should consider building up your instance. Mux mentions that it's good money, as he never mentions what else has to walk in there every day and go, yeah, this is mine. Oh, the home instance? Yeah.
Yeah, that's mine.
Alright, what's my lowest level thing? Boots are 50. Mask is 50. Alright. Boot sole. Boot upper. And one more knights. $250. Okay, so equip that. Salvage that. Alright. Okay, crafting. So now we've got access to a new line of insignias, which means we could add 5 levels to our gear again. Rampagers, Precision, Condi, and Power. Clerics, Healing Power, Power, and Toughness. Berserker, which is Power, Ferocity, Precision. Assassin, which is Power, Precision, Ferocity. If I had to pick between... I want to have gear that has either Vitality or Toughness on it. The only thing here with that is Clerics. We're about to be out of linen. And engraved totems are 5 silver each. Let's just get 3 of those. My lowest level item now is my hat. My everything else armor is 55. The hat is 50. So... Goggle padding. Goggle strap. Plus the stuff that I just bought. Clean your inventory? What do you mean? Muck you. I'm just gonna ban you for the spirit of that question. From the Gears 2 website, pre-purchase Visions of Eternity Day and lock-in exclusive rewards. Plumed Commodore's hat skin, Eternal Alchemist title, chromatic resin skin. Yeah. Your hat is low level because it's not a wizard's hat. Sad but true.
Remember, folks, I rely on your generous donations to stay independent.
Independent. I have a question. Is there anything I should do before the new expansion comes out? This is my first time joining a day 1 expansion. What's up, Lily? The only thing really... Like, there'll be lots of YouTubers that'll make a 15-minute video telling you to, like, get gold and clean your bags and have ectos and blah, 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 blah. The hero points. The only thing is hero points. If you want to play one of the new elite specs on day 1, if you've got enough hero points stockpiled, the second the expansion launches, you can fully unlock a new elite spec and then play it. If you don't care about that, then no, there's nothing you need to do. Oh, I have a bunch of Vials of Blood. I could make some Berserkers. That'd be squishier. Cleric's Rascal Mask. Level 60 gear. Oh boy. What do we look like now? Oh my god. The merchant's like, yo, are you sure you crafted this and you didn't just duct tape a skull to your face? Like, no, man, I made this. I made it. Alright, so we got 5-piece 55, 1-piece 60 gear right now. When do I get the next leather working backpack? 275. 275, we get a backpack increase. So far away. Fitting mask for a rat. Also banned. Alright. I'm wondering if it's worth... Actually, we're almost out of linen. I'm wondering if it's worth making Berserker gear and equipping it, even though that would make us squishier because of the loss of, like, the toughness and all. Or if I should just go for, like, the Venom Sacks. I wonder if there's anything else in my mat storage I could sell. One silver, okay. Watchwork Sprocket's not really doing it. Can't sell those. Can't sell those. Can't sell those. Can sell ectos. Ectos are worth less than poultry meat. I can't sell candy corn? Well, what about the... Right. Can't sell that either. You can sell cobs? I don't have enough to get a cob. Do I look like I'm made of money? Would you commit to half an hour of poultry extinction to get money? Maybe. Might need to. Don't have a half hour left, though. Let's see. So if I... Let's see here, hang on. So I could get another 5 levels on my armor. Let's look at Huntsman. Where's the Huntsman station? So the Huntsman's my longbow, which also gives some stats. So we're at 167. So we're 8 levels away from being able to make a higher level thing. To do that, we're using soft wood and iron. Do some refining. 169. That's one nice. Okay. Alright. Let's see. So for the current level, we've got Seasoned Wood Longbow with Power Precision and Seasoned Wood Harpoon Gun with Power Vitality. Okay. What ones have we already done, if any? Seasoned Wood Longbow. Haven't done Pistol, Rifle, Shortbow, Torch, Warhorn. Okay. Okay. So any of that should be fine. Alright, so insignias for this profession. Seasoned Wooden Dowel. Make 2 of those. That's Power Vitality. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Make 2 of those. Okay. Steel. Oh, I should have made steel, not iron. Whoops. Alright, horn. Mouthpiece. And torch head. Torch handle. Okay. Doot, doot, doot. And that makes a doot, doot. And then doot, doot, doot. And that makes a burn, burn. And we're at 173. Okay. Alright, so... Bones are 10 silver each. Venom sacks are 5. Alright, we're getting back to the thing that keeps choking us up here. Oh yeah, someone said go check the Laurel person. Hang on, let me go do that. Wait, we're taking a wrong turn here. Is it over here?
Need something?
I have 1 Laurel, sir. Money, please. Crafting bag. Did you play Neo? Was that the one I tried and it made everybody sick? No. I'm thinking of something else. I think I might be thinking of Okami. No, I haven't played Neo. What's your crafting mats am I on right now? What bag should I get? I need to see my mat storage. Okami made people sick. The visuals. 4? Get the biggest, sell it, and buy what you need. The heavy one? He can't sell T6? Are you sure? Mark it. Let's see what happens. It'll be a learning experience for us all. Vial of powerful blood. 28 silver. Undercut by a copper. Vicious Fang. 23 silver. Undercut by a copper. Crystal and Dust. 18 silver. Altogether, it was like 2 poultry meat. But we got it. Alright. Got that. Okay. So, insignias. Probably need 1 or 2 more. Let's do 6. That's 34 silver. I'm down to 1 gold now. And 2 dowels. And go back up here. Horn. Mouthpiece. Rifle barrel. Rifle stock. Oh, I'm so stupid. Close that too quick. Okay. So now I need to go pick up the stuff I ordered, and I should be able to get to the next breakpoint. That key in your inventory is from a Dormant Home in Lorna's Pass. You probably delete it. Yeah. Get that. Still baffles me why Rangers can't use gun. We haven't gotten the Urban Ranger Elite specialization yet. Alright, insignias. Wait, what? Oh, I'm at the... Yeah, I'm at the wrong thing. There, that's what I need. Okay. Alright, ravaging doot doot. Oh, this extra one's gonna be overkill. We're already 175. Okay. Alright. What does that unlock? Level 30 backpack. I mean, what does it look like? Okay. Okay, so we've unlocked Strong Seasoned Inscription with power and precision. Rejuvenating, healing power, honed, power ferocity, hearty, vitality toughness. Alright. So... That's enough to... So we want to make a longbow and a harpoon gun. Alright, longbow stave. Ooh, I don't know if I'll be able to make both. Coarse string. Harpoon. And rifle stock. I need 2 more planks. I can make 1. So I need 2 more of these. Okay, with this, I should be able to level up both my my main land weapon and main underwater weapon. Muck, I've had it. The word tomb is pronounced tomb. Of course it is. Unless it's a tome, then it's a book. I am at under 1 gold now. I'm not gonna be able to put up with that mask shot. Go ninja, go ninja, go. Let's just do that. Huntsman. Alright. Rifle stock, planks. There's the rifle stock. And then 2 hardy inscriptions. Alright, longbow, string, inscription. Level 45 weapon. And rifle stock, harpoon, and inscription. Level 45 harpoon gun. These are replacing... Oh, wrong weapon. This is replacing a level 40 longbow. And this is replacing a level 40 harpoon gun. And... Nope, this is the wrong screen. So base damage is going up by 30 to 40. And we're giving up some power, but gaining a lot of toughness and vitality. Okay, so... These are all level 40. Do that. And get rid of that. Okay. Alright. Just in time. Yeah, it is about that time. So... Alright, at the end of this episode, chat, we are level 70. Our backpack is still 30 until we get to 275 leatherworking. We got some 25 to 35 jewelry. Our weapons are both 40... Well, our weapons that we care about are both 45. We're going into a level 60 thing next. Our armor is mostly 55 with 1 piece of 60. Progress made. Still no deaths. And we've also got some better food by a small margin. So that is where we are at in Craftlocked. Level 70 out of 80. Level 60 of the story out of 80. We're getting there. We're getting there. The crafting is getting expensive, though. We are at under 1 gold, and that's the problem. At this point, getting new equipment and leveling up the skill takes things like bones and blood and fangs and dust and all that stuff, and that stuff is the part that is taking the longest. So, yeah, might be farming more poultry in the future. I don't know. But we're going to save our progress here and pick it back up with Craftlocked the next time from this spot, which will be a few days away because we're going to be playing Visions of Eternity tomorrow. So Craftlocked will be on pause while we binge the new VOE stuff. All right. Okay. All right, chat. With that, our morning stream comes to a close. Dude, I am so happy. I cannot stress how happy I am that you guys like this series. It's like, this was just like, I was watching a WoW player and I was like, that looks like a dumb idea. I'd love to try that dumb idea. And you guys are here for it. Like, the viewership on the live streams and the VODs has been good, and Noxxi is working on the short form content from these things, and hopefully those go good too. But yeah, I'm glad you guys like it as much as I do. With that, chat, I am out of time for the morning stream, so I'm going to head out. You guys have a good rest of your day. Hit the follow button on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. Here's the links to both my YouTube channels, and a special thank you to the patrons. Could not do this without them, and there's a link to that in the chat if you'd like to be a supporter. With that, on the Twitch side of things, I'm going to raid someone. Let me see who's live right now, just so we can still support the Guild Wars 2 section of Twitch. Who do we got? I rated Maddie last time. Is Loranity on time? Probably not. Time issues? Zeppla? Yeah, we could get Zeppla. Zeppala's good. Alright, hang on just a sec. Raid, Zeppala, copy paste. Alright, I will see you guys over there. Zeppala is new-ish to the game. I think she's in Path of Fire right now for the first time, but I've talked to her before. She seems really nice. Prepare your raid emotes if you got the energy, and I'll see you there. Yeah.
Feel believable beyond just obscuring light.